What's up, legends? What a win, eh? Our best win for the season, easily. That's six in a row for the Pies. We just got a nice big statement win, and it's good to get a statement win after their statement win last week. So many things to talk about after a 5 day break. Um, some of the oldies stepped up. We were not that happy that they were playing. We thought they should have been rested, but they stepped up after a 5 day break in hostile territory. The umpires very against us at the start, but they evened out. Um, 10 goal turnaround, huh? 27 points down in that second quarter. We found something in the latter part of it, and we manufactured a 61 point turnaround. So many individuals did well. Good day, Manny. Good day, Chrissy. In the chat. Good day, MD. Uh, Fucking hell, man. How about the pressure in that first 45 minutes? Fucking crazy shit. I thought we weren't going to be able to handle it, but man, that last 5 minutes of that second quarter, mate, we just found something and went bang, bang, bang. Some fucking memorable goals. Individuals, DC stepped up. Ed Allen, man, fuck, mate, shuts down Dawson, keeps him to 7 touches in the second half. We're talking about one of the best mids in the fucking comp, man. And he hits the scoreboard as well. Hits the post and then fucking kicks two in a row. What the fuck's going on here, mate? Sign him up. Get the contract out. Name your price. Fucking just sign the kid up. Very happy for the young contingent. Ed Allen, Gus Anderson, Harvey Harrison, Charlie Weston, puncher. They got to experience a win like that in a cauldron atmosphere. It'll do wonders for their development. Some Nick, man, 39 possessions, 18 contested. Oh man! And with Bruzzy, I noticed Bruzzy chaired off Geordie at the end. So if he's fit enough to fucking chair off someone, I think he'll be all right. I think it was precautionary when we kept him off. The game was more or less sealed, and we got the chocolates, and it's a fantastic feeling. I was going in pessimistic. I always tip us, but really in my brain was saying, yeah, we're going to lose this one, but fucking hell. We did well. We did very well. There's a lot of things to talk about, and we will talk about them. I shall welcome ultimate greatness onto the panel. How are you, pal?
Hey Mick, how's it all going? Yeah,
Very good, mate.
that's easily got to be our best win for the season, given the team we played against. I think that's our second biggest win for the season too. So yeah, awesome. Credit to where it deserves for the guys. Yeah, not everything was like perfect, which obviously we'll get into because yeah, that's why we have these discussions and stuff. But yeah, no, a lot more positives than like negatives, and yeah, it's probably going to be a really good time to or it's going to be a really good stream because we're probably going to be very positive, compared to other weeks because yeah, we're starting to turn it around. Business end's not that far away. Business end meaning finals, and yeah, we'll get stuck into an awesome show.
Yeah. Age, how are you, pal?
G'day, Mick. G'day, Sean. Good evening, Woodsman.
And your summation of this memorable win.
Yeah. Well, look, team effort is the first thing that comes to mind, really. We absorbed all the pressure in that first half without bleeding out. We're able to snag those crucial couple goals leading into half time. And I just thought, oh, fuck, that's big. That's really good for us. And then, yeah, look, the second half, Jesus, We were just probably potentially. There's an argument to say we could have really won by more. As ridiculous as it sounds, we were just humming, and it's just one of those things. Those 5 wins against lesser opponents probably set us up for tonight.
Yeah, played us in the form.
Yeah, and this is what we were saying at the start of the year. So when we were dropping a few games here and there and it wasn't really clicking, and we were just saying, we want to see some things get changed up and, play a few of these youngsters, and everyone's saying, these kids aren't ready. Okay, that's I understand they're not ready, but they haven't even been given the opportunity to show if they're ready or not. Now, there was a link-up play. It led to the Ed Allen goal, I think. It was like 4 of our kids.
Yes.
100%.
And I just thought, I hope all the supporters are watching this right now, because there's 4 kids that weren't getting a game at the start of the year, all fucking handballing it to each other, bloody bing, bang, bing, goal. And I thought, this is the stuff. This is why we were speaking about for so much. You just need to shake things up when they're not working. Now, I know a lot of these players have played because of injury and stuff like that. However, I will almost go to say, if we had the team that we played in like round 0 or round 1, I don't know if we get that result tonight. This is the point where these kids are starting to show us what they can do, and this is how you get these results. We saw it against Sydney earlier in the year. Yes, we didn't win, but it was close to our best performance of the year, and we had probably our most inexperienced team of the year out that night. Tonight, very similar tonight. It was the kids that did it for us. I'm telling you. Ed Allen, absolutely fucking massive efforts, all right? Harvey Harrison, the stats don't show it, but he's around, he's busy, he's just linking up, he's just doing these little things that people don't really see. Puncher, I know he got outclassed. Okay, he got outclassed. He's playing on a 300 fucking gamer. He got a hold of him here and there. However, just keep playing the kid. Just got to keep playing him. Keep playing him. This is what we want to see as Pie supporters, and this is the result you get. It's an extra big fucking win because we've done it with lesser likes in there.
Yeah, exactly, mate. I'm just going to rattle through some of the moments in this game from my diligently taken notes on my phone as I watched the game. All right. Just put this comment up here from Rick. Nick said in the post-match interview, Fly had it set up for after the mid-season bye to play fast footy. Well, ever since that Melbourne game, something has clicked. The result didn't come in the Melbourne game, but after that, something's changed. Yeah, we're going through the corridor more. We're taking it on more, and that's the way you play footy, man. And it's culminated in the performance for tonight. I'll just go through some of my notes. All right. So, first quarter, very high pressure start. Ned Long got a snap after a goal after a very chaotic build-up. And then McStay, a fucking absolute worldie from the fucking boundary line. We'll see more of that from McStay a bit later. And then I noticed after a few minutes, you know what? DC's doing all right here. He's not getting belted as I expected him to. Dawson got a goal. Bullshit hometown free kick for Phil Thorpe. A nothing contest. The crowd went nuts. Umpires said, blew the whistle, give him a free kick. What else do you want to expect? We're doing too many speculative handballs. Nick's busy, but he's very erratic. Tex gets his fucking 700th goal. Good. It was good that he got that really early on. Get it over and done with. Lipper got a goal after a nice build-up. Noticed Puncher was on Tex, and I'm thinking, come on, don't put the kid on Tex. Fucking hell, cut him some slack. First quarter finishes. My wife says to me, where's Darcy Moore? And I'm like, come on, babe, please. All right. Second quarter, it's obvious that the umpires are really affected by the crowd. Tex takes another mark and a goal. He's playing on puncher still, and I'm thinking, fuck, Tex is going to kick fucking 10 goals here. Phil Thorpe kicks a goal. I put my hand up. I said, game over. We're going to get absolutely fucking belted. We need a spark somewhere. What's going on? Geordie's fucking turning the ball over every time he kicks it forward. The Crows pressure is fucking elite. Spoke to Dylan from the Proper Crows podcast last night. He came on the show and he said their pressure's fucking off the charts. And I'm thinking to myself, now I've seen it for myself. They're absolutely fucking killing us. One more goal, they're going to fucking destroy us. They're 27 points up. Lipper's doing all these fucking shit efforts and they're getting goals. But then something turned. I don't know what it was. We moved Howe up forward. And I'm thinking, all right, Fly's fucking throwing the dice here. He's throwing something. He's throwing in, he's having a shot at the stumps here. Pendles, snap, goal. Howie takes a mark, kicks a goal. What's going on? A bit of ascendancy, 2 goals. And then McStay, fuck, mate, an absolute fucking worldie from the fucking boundary line. We've kicked 3 in a row. What's going on? Looks like the Crows can't fucking keep up this pressure. Second half, more weak shit from Lipper. Ed Allen goes for a run, tries to take a bounce, fucks it up, and it gets turned over. Some Nick Dacos brilliance to Skunk, doesn't make the distance, but McStay takes an absolute fucking contested mark, but then misses from fucking 10 metres out. What the fuck's going on? But we're fucking going inside 50 a lot. And then we get a sidey special goal. Nice one. Nick Dacos to Bo, to Harvey Harrison. Fucking misses again. Oh, are we going to go through this shit again? Fuck me dead. But then a ripper goal from Gus from the pocket. Does that put us? I think that puts us ahead. Lipper to Geordie, another goal. Ed is playing on Dawson now, starting to beat him, but then Keys snaps a lucky goal. But we're up by about 9 points, I think, at 3/4 time. Last quarter, fucking Luke Hodge on the commentaries fucking talking, just keeps waffling on about some lasso shit that we shouldn't have got, or I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. It was fucking 5 minutes ago, and the Pies are going nuts, and Hodge is still talking about it. Nice big clunking intercept from Framps. And then the great goal by Nick Dacos after a Houston tackle. And then some, the ball's bobbing about in the forward line. Strength from Skunk. Gets the ball out of a stoppage. Apologise. Strength from Geordie. Gets the ball out of a stoppage. Skunk gets the mark, kicks the goal. Another weak effort from Lipper. Sorry, I've got to mention all these. And then we've got the magic, I reckon it was a 5-minute period of Ed Allen just stamping himself on the competition. Goes for a run, hits the post. And then he kicks a goal. And then he kicks another goal. We're thinking, what the fuck's going on here? He's announced himself. Fucking sign him up now. Get the contract out on the fucking field and get him to sign now, mate. Bo McCreary a goal. We put the Shorey sign up. I don't know what does that mean? The 22, I haven't seen that one yet. I've seen the Presti sign. I've seen the Rocker sign. What's the Shorey sign? And then you could hear audibly, you could hear the Collingwood chant going around the Adelaide Oval. And then we get a junk time goal from Skunk, and that is all she wrote. The Pies, resounding winners. How much did we win by? What's that? I'm too tired to work that out in my head. 74, 30. Is that 34 points? There you go.
Yeah, 34.
Win. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what happened last night at the Adelaide Oval. Went into the game pessimistic, and this is what the club have presented for us. And have to say, we've got to be happy with this. We'll try and, dissect everything about it. As you can see, up um, who have they named with Cameron? They've named as our best. If I'm not wrong, Cameron was our best last week as well. That's 2 in a row from Darcy Cameron. We have to say he's found something. He's not getting destroyed out of the centre anymore. He's found something. Nicky D. I hope he doesn't get the 3 votes of Nicky D because Nicky D was fucking immense, mate. The Crows threw everything at him, mate. They tried fucking ranking head to head, see who, and they weren't playing on each other, see who gets the ball more. They tried Peatling. Mate, he was always there and abouts. He got 39 touches, mate, 18 of them contested. McStay got in the best. Pendles, fuck. We'll see. We'll get the stats up later, see how everyone went. IQ, that's got to be his best game of the season. And they put Sidebottom in the best. Well, there you go. The oldies stepped up. I wonder, is it the journos that provide the best, or do the club do it? I'm pretty sure this is going off the journos. But yeah, there you go. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'll get Void on. How are you, Void?
How good was that? How good was that?
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, there's still Lipper love out there. Look, this is how it is. I highlighted some of his contest shirking. I understand. Look, if you like him, fantastic. I'm not going to abuse you or anything like that. That's your opinion. All good. No problem at all. There you go. Give us a summation on the game, Void. How did you come away from that one, mate?
The last few weeks, it's been very difficult to pick out like individual like players in our side that performed really well, because I think the last few weeks we're playing like professional team sort of game, and that's what I'm really liking. It just looks like everybody's cracking in, they're all playing their role, and now we're just sort of systematically pulling teams apart.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really liking. That's the side of the team that could maybe do some damage in September if we can get finish high enough off the ladder. And what I was going to say about Ed's first goal, what was incredible is he also got the inside 50 as well. So he booted it inside 50 and then ended up on the end of it later. So outstanding. I was backstage with Greatness and well, you guys popped in and out. Lost my shit when that happened, obviously. And then the second
far out. You would have been having multiple orgasms, mate.
I didn't think I had another orgasm left, but then there goes the second goal. And it turns out I had a little bit more stamina to go. So just joking, but no, that was fantastic. And McStay, because I'm a McStay lover as well. So geez, 2 goals of the year. Take your pick. Which one?
Yeah. And that's I know. What a season, the first few rounds, McStay and Ed Allard, the 2 whipping boys. Ed Allard languishing on a wing. Everyone's saying he's an inside mid, play him on the inside mid. I wasn't convinced he'd make it as an inside mid because my theory was, mate, if this guy can't get the ball on the wing, what's he going to do on the inside? He's proved me wrong. And I'll gladly fucking accept that. Fuck, we're just seeing this kid grow every week, and today was just another step up the ladder to becoming. He can be elite. Yeah, he can be an elite fucking player, man.
Yep.
And he's very young, and we've got to sign him up, man. Fucking sign the kid up, man.
That's
Also-
why we've got to be patient with these guys, you know? Like he's a you know, not everybody, people too often, I mean, I see it a lot in different football communities, not just ours. They'll see somebody play one game and be like, oh, no, they're no good. I'm thinking, well, what the fuck do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody knows. You've got everybody's drafted on potential, and everybody knew or saw Ed's stature and what he could do. I just didn't think he was going to be a bust because, like, usually you can get a sense when somebody will be. You still can be wrong even about those guys. But Ed, I just thought, no, that's such a rare specimen of a player that you've just got to persevere.
Yep.
And that's the lesson in it. If someone's clearly showing no signs, then that's fine. But you know, sometimes it takes these guys 3 or 4 years to really figure it out.
Nate talks pies. He's at Clifton Hill Macca's as we speak, smashing down probably a double quarter pounder. I reckon he gets smashed. I reckon just by the looks of him, I reckon he could smash down about fucking 3 of them, mate. 60 people listening in at the moment. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to me and like me as well, because we're going to talk about this game till the early hours. I start work at 5 o'clock this morning, but I don't give a shit, man. I'm up and about. I'm fucking happy after this. After a very, choppy start to the season, the Pies are fucking up and about, man. I'm going to fucking talk about it.
Yeah. I will say this about Ed Allen, and I sort of touched on it in his first, I want to say 2 to 2.5 months, was that one of the biggest things I noticed of Ed Allen when he was sort of struggling was that he was too timid. That was the word I kept using. And even though that was completely right at the time, his last, I don't know how long it's been, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, like, it just shows you as much as, the first, as I said, the first 2.5 months, the fact that was a very true statement, it shows you how much of improvement he's had, where if you were to say Ed Allen was timid now, you'd be laughed out the room. Like, that's how much of an improvement to where if I was to sit here, especially for, we all watch Collingwood every week and we see Ed Allen, we've seen the progress and how much. If I said now, Ed Allen's no good, he's just too timid, he doesn't attack the ball hard enough and he doesn't show any confidence, I'd be rightfully laughed out of the damn building, So I think now that he's got his confidence, he now knows that he's not going to get dropped anytime soon. Like, if he has a bad game, he's probably going to go back and be, okay, cool, yep, I made some mistakes, but I know Fly's not going to drop me, and I'm going to work on, what we're playing Geelong next week. So, all right, my focus is now to Geelong. I keep harping on it so much about, the mental and emotional aspects of just, sports in general, let alone AFL. And like, if you can get a player, because he's always had the athletic, capabilities, but he's needed the continuity.
Yeah.
When you have those guys, like, sometimes you just need to throw quality out the window. Because the quality is going to come eventually once they're settled, once they've got the games under their belt, once they've got the experience. And now we're seeing the Ed Allen that we're seeing, tonight. And yeah, I mean, even when it comes to Ed Allen, it's kind of crazy because I just seen Anthony's comment in the chat about about Zach Butters. It's like now Zach Butters, now Zach Butters doesn't become this desperate signing anymore because we've got Ed Allen.
Yeah.
And I know, and not to downplay Zach Butters, because Zach Butters is a very good player, but again, as I was saying before, it's as right as it was to say that Ed Allen was timid in the first 2 to 2.5 months of the season, it's now you get laughed at the building, and now Nick kind of has his tag team partner in a sense, which is what we've been crying out for.
That is a giant scalp. That is Zach. Jordan Dawson, that is a massive fucking scalp, man. 7 posies after half time, man. Come on, man. and he's having a good year too, mate.
Yeah.
Stefanos is asking, will Dylan from the Proper Crows podcast be joining us? The invitation is there, Stefanos. I've sent him a text, but I'll tell you what, I don't think he's in the mood for it, mate.
I tell you, to be fair, like I kind of don't blame him. Like
Yeah.
as much as it was a very great night for us, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put this against his record for not turning up. Like it was, yeah.
And I look forward to it today when the Jumper Punch guys can finally stop fucking saying who the fuck is Ed Allen,
or just say who in general. Like, and it's like I feel like we've beaten them for the past like 20 years, and every time they go, "Oh, who do you have?" Yeah, the players that keep beating you every fucking time we play you. That's who we have.
I don't want to come here like the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, whatever, and have to tell every oppo, explain who he is. He's arrived, and now you can fucking talk about him to us. Tell us how you're going to beat him.
Yeah.
Well, no, Void, I literally was on the Jumper Punch. Sorry, not Jumper Punch, the Forever Rivals. The start of last season. I mean, I wasn't crying, but essentially crying to the point where I'm like, why the fuck are we not playing Ed Allen? Like, this is a kid that has so much talent, so much potential. And, Manny, as great as Manny is, was doing many things. We'll just leave it at that. Being very, sort of, I think he was nodding, but we all know, how much knowledge he has towards Collingwood and how often he watches games. But,
the TJP man, not our man.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just, I hate, because like I try to get across as many players, be as informative as I can and stuff, and even with like Ed, as much as I was sitting there, like, and also again, I even mentioned him the other night, but I still die on the hill of Finland McRae, but I've just got to let that one go, but.
Let it go. He was a smart, Sean.
No, I highly disagree. Anyway, but
mate, he can't even get a game at West Coast, mate. He's gone.
I'll say this: were you thinking Ed Allen was a spud about 2 months ago?
Not necessarily. Not as sure as I was about fucking Finn McRae. Nowhere near it, man.
But the thing is that with Finn never got more than like 2 or 3 games in a row, though. Like Allen, even last year, Allen had like, I don't know how many games it was, but he had like a good, at least last year, he had a good run of like 8 to 10 games.
Yeah.
And I think this season, I think he's only missed 5 or 6 games so far this season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's played over 10. So I think continuity and also just being backed in again, the mental and emotional toll that it can have on players and stuff. And when players are very talented, sometimes they just need to be looked after in that department. So again, I'll try to forget, but I know with my brain, I tend to not forget things very often, and I'm very one-way traffic with certain things. But but no, I'm just long story short, I'm just very glad that Ed Allen is now, he's now essentially this has been his breakout game, and hopefully now we can start seeing this on a consistent basis from now on.
Yeah,
he's taken some scalps. LDU, he didn't quite nullify his opponent last week the way he has in other weeks. LDU and now and Dawson's the biggest of all because Dawson's probably the best player. Bont, but Bont he only got to do it in 1 quarter.
Yeah, but then you got the Noah Anderson for Gold Coast. He fucking destroyed him too. I can't remember if he was playing on Noah Anderson or Rao, or he had roles on both of them. Yeah. And there you go, man. Look, mate, Ed Allen will probably get a write-up in the Herald Sun this week. Yeah. No. That's what usually happens, mate. They get a write-up and then they follow it up with a fucking absolute stinker, mate. It happens all the time, mate.
He just got himself a raise tonight if he signs on this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is it, boys. This is what we've asked for from the start of the year.
Yeah.
We needed to see these kids, and yes, there was a lot of people that were questioning, where's it going to come from? Where's it going to come from? This is what happens with the consistent block of games. This is what happens when a guy's got the right frame, the good pedigree, everything that we needed, and he's put it all together. And yes, there could be an argument to say maybe previous years he wasn't ready. Okay, fair enough, whatever the case may be. However, the fact that we've gotten to the point we're at now and he's showing what he's showing is just a credit to the young fella. And I must say, it's a credit to Fly because he hasn't shirked in not playing him there. He's banged first center attendance tonight. He's in there. It's just, this is what we've needed to see from this club, and we're starting to see it, and we're starting to get results. And, you know, the guy still hasn't signed. Fair enough. His manager's probably up in the digits every bloody game, but that's fine. We are now in a position where we've got 4 or 5 young fellas that we can bring into the future with us. And he is absolutely seat 1A of that plane.
Brilliantly said.
Yeah. Well said, mate. All right, we'll go through each individuals. I'll put up when I usually do this, I only do the Collingwood players, but just for context, I'll keep the Adelaide players up there as well to see how they went, you know. Dylan, if you're listening, Dylan, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. Feel free to come on. We're not going to stick the boots in, mate. We'll be nice, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're not going to be smart asses, mate. We'd love to hear what you got to say, mate. So, yeah, if you are listening, mate, feel free to jump on.
Also, just to quickly add on to the comment of Rick, apparently Fly said, I'm assuming it's in his presser, Swaddling's playing next week. So that's good.
Yeah,
great news.
Again, why? Just say he's managed, because you've shown a history of having managed players coming back the next week.
Yeah,
great. And you keep you literally had a video where you literally have full-on meetings about what you say specifically. So, I'm not buying this whole thing of, it was just a slip up. No, don't. If it's a slip up, don't do it again. It's just, there's just no excuses. As much as it was a first world problem, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's still a problem. We need to, that needs to be fixed. It needs to say managed. I'm sure I'm not probably helping the narrative that I'm a Karen right now, given from what some people have called us. But no, you just need to get your shit right, especially when you're boasting about having those meetings where you talk about exactly what you're talking about, going over questions. I say this with all love and respect, but just be better.
Yeah. All right. I'm just sending a message to Dylan now on Instagram. I'm sending him the link, and I'm just saying, I understand if you're not in the mood, mate, but would love to hear from you. So there we go.
Yeah, he was really good value.
He's a good bloke. Yeah. All right. Nicky Boy, the chosen one. We are absolutely blessed to be seeing this bloke run around representing our team week in, week out. In his 23 years, this is the beginning, man. It's the fucking beginning, mate. You know? He's probably got another... Do you reckon... I'll put it to you. Do you think Nick has got another level in him?
God, he's starting to show it. It.
Yeah, isn't he? Yeah.
You know,
only because his efficiency can actually go back up. That's the thing he can improve on, because his efficiency is still around 75%. Because I want to say I can't remember which one it was, but he was getting 30, 35, but he was going at 90% efficiency at times. Yeah. So if you can get 90% efficiency at 35, 40 disposals, fuck me, that's a player and a half. So he probably can go to another gear, which is scary to say. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anthony
It
B
is.
makes a great point in the chat, Mick.
Yep. Here we go. Ed Allen has allowed Nick to play more outside, and he's thriving. Great
100%.
point, Anthony B. Great point, buddy. He's actually backstage. We'll get him on. I'll let you say it yourself, Anthony.
Yeah, I was saying having Ed right in the middle has and probably Long and Anderson
Yeah.
has unleashed Nick forward a bit. So he was playing a bit of half forward tonight. He was just
Yeah.
kicking ass in the half forward line, man. Goodness me.
Yeah. I don't know. Rick Inc. What's this? What's up with Darth Vader and Snoop Dogg giving Mick shit? I've got no idea what you're talking about,
No, I've got no idea.
man. Oh, he's on. We've got Dylan. All right. Look, he's on. Let's be nice, man. We're not going to stick the boots in. He's been kind enough to join us. Looks like he's on the way home from the game. We'll have a nice chat now. We'll get him on. G'day, Dylan.
Give me 2 secs. I'm in the Macca's drive-through in a taxi.
No worries, mate.
Can we have a large double McChicken meal?
There we go.
Coke, no sugar.
He's there with Nate.
Yeah, is it a Clifton Hill?
No, thank you.
You're good to drop down.
Thank you. Oi, fellas, I'm in a cab at the moment.
No worries, man. No worries.
It's a look. Give me 2 seconds. Once I go out,
Yeah.
Do what you're going to do, Dylan. No problem.
That's all right, man.
No worries.
it was the
No stress.
look, wait. Give me 2 seconds. It was a disgraceful. After I'm pissed. I'm fuck-eyed. Give me 2 secs.
All he needs to say is that he's at Clifton Hill, and that would just peak my whole night.
I have to put the code in. Hold on. There you go.
Boys, incredible, yeah?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oi, after half time,
Yep.
disgraceful.
What happened, Dylan,
Hmm.
mate? I did not expect us to not do that, like that intensity you brought up in that first half. I gave up, man. I'll put my hand up and I'll say they're gonna fucking kill us, man.
I can tell you what it was
Yeah.
the Matthew Nicks movement. The
Yeah.
bald fraud said, let's slow it down. He does it all the time. You know,
Yeah.
I went out on a limb and said, look, Matthew Nicks he's the man. You know, the other
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
But he always does this. This shit happens. He goes, you're up by a little bit. You're up by a bit. Let's sit back and let's invite the
Yeah.
pressure. And then he did that. And then Nick Dacos, he sat there and he fucked us over raw and bent us over. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You know, and he took the piss. Like your midfield took the piss. Like early on, like as I said to you, like that's Dawson going to take the piss out of Ed Allen, and he's that early, yeah. You know, he had 12 touches, had a goal early.
Yeah.
Took the piss, and I literally turned to the boys up on the hill, and I said, "Oh, my credibility's there." You know, everything I said is happening. Dan Curtin, he had 12 early touches. I said, I look like a fucking genius. These cunts going to look back at me and said, he's the fucking man. He's the fucking man.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was embarrassing. It was fucking embarrassing. And you know what was even more embarrassing, Mick? The fact that fucking all the Crows fans sat there and fucking booed Q. He took the piss out of us tonight. Q took the fucking piss. And you know what? Thank fuck he did. A big shot in the face to all the fucking morons that sat there and booed that cunt. Disgusting. Any Crows fan that booed him, have some fucking shame. Have some fucking shame. You're all fucking morons. Disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care.
Look,
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you fucking are. The fact that they sat there and booed that cunt is disgusting. He did nothing wrong. Have some fucking shame, fellas. Have some fucking shame.
Yeah. Look, it's not the end of the road for you. He's a really good posse. To be honest,
sorry to interrupt again. But look, we put Essendon and Richmond in the next 2 weeks. If we win by 15 goals each week, all the big boys we're back. The Crows are back. The Crows are back. Fuck that.
Yeah.
We're versing the bottom of the ladder the next 2 weeks. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who cares, bro?
Yeah.
Like this has ruined our chance. This has ruined our chance at a top 4 spot. We've come and shot ourselves in the fucking foot. It's disgusting. Like yet again, you know, we think we're up and about, and a big game comes on, as I said to you last night, and we've discussed it ourselves. We're not a big time team. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same with us when we played Richmond and North Melbourne. It's like it's great to get the win, but like what does this do? Like this doesn't move the needle at all.
Yeah.
I'm willing to put my ass on the line here. Wild card round, week 1, Crows Collingwood at Adelaide Oval. You bet us by fucking 25 goals.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just paying for my cab. I'll be 2-6.
No worries. Man.
Yeah,
no worries.
That's right.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if people realise outside of even Collingwood. I think there's even some Collingwood supporters that just don't even know. But the fact that our second biggest win was literally tonight, 34 points, and then our third biggest win was 33 points. Like we just don't beat teams. The other biggest one was obviously Anzac Day, which was.
Thanks for stopping. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah. No, like I don't even care the margin for the Anzac Day game, but I'm assuming that was like 10 goals, 9 goals. But yeah, we just don't belt teams. But it was nice to do it tonight though.
Oh shit, Charger. Sorry, that's my fault. No. There's shit everywhere. I just fucked this taxi up. Sorry, brother. Sorry.
What happened? What happened? Did you spill the Coke all over the seat or something, mate?
Yeah, bro, my phone was on charge and it went everywhere. Fucking, you know what they're like? They're all fucking. I'm not gonna say it. I won't say it.
Don't say it.
I'm fuck high.
So Dylan, behave yourself because I've got the official Collingwood YouTube channel following mate, right now. I've got to be on my best behaviour, mate. They're even commenting, mate. G'day, work experience person that controls the Collingwood YouTube channel. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. There's no way that's legit. There's no way.
It can't be.
It's got to be someone's burner.
Someone's fucking with you, mate. Yeah.
I spelled my surname wrong. Is a V? Is actually a W.
My eyes are fucking shit. It looks like a W here. Dylan William.
Oh, I docked myself, hey. Fuck, that's fucked.
All good, buddy.
Oi, last night. Wait, I'm going to say one thing. Last night, I do apologise. I think you heard my. Oh, shit. My girlfriend said 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think you guys heard it.
Yeah, I know. All good, man. You have to apologise for anything, mate.
I got to go. Yeah. Fuck the Crows. Go Collingwood. See you later.
All right.
See you, Dylan.
Thanks, mate.
Buddy. No worries.
Awesome,
pal.
mate.
You have a good one. Catch up.
What's that?
So who is this Collingwood Magpies?
We've got confirmation. That's the real Collingwood YouTube channel, guys.
You reckon?
It is.
Yeah.
Mick,
there
they're spying on you, mate.
I want a corporate box, all right? For me and the panel guys that jump on here for the game against Geelong because it's an away game. My normal seats, I'll probably be in the nosebleeds. Send me a ticket in a box, mate, and we'll get pissed and smash scones with jam and cream, and looks like it's going to be a great night. Come on, Collingwood Magpies. Look after me, mate. Look at it's fucking 12:30 at night, mate. We're doing a stream dedicated to the great Collingwood, mate. You know, look after me, mate.
I mean, I did just click the link where it says the go-to channel, and it does go to the Collingwood website. So I'm just curious, so wait, so who is on this channel? Is it Fly? Is it Lipper? Like who is it?
Lipper is an absolute gun. All right, I'm not going to hear it, mate. I'm not going to hear it, mate. He is an absolute gun. He killed it tonight, man.
Well, how good was that tackle from Houston and the other four
Houston,
tackles he had?
mate. Houston is a legend, mate. Every player that plays for us is an absolute fucking superstar, mate. And I've never said anything negative about any player, man.
No.
And I apologise to the club for mixing Ed Allen and body fluids in the same sentence.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, let's thank you, Dylan, for joining us. He was absolutely
Absolutely great
yeah,
guy,
he was
Dylan. And those Crows, I honestly reckon actually aren't too far away, man. I reckon that second quarter, they would have beaten probably 17 teams today. So yeah, the Crows aren't far away, Dylan. Perhaps a new mid might help you guys, but yeah, look, I'm sure you'll finish top 6 and you'll be all right.
I think Dylan's munching in the bushes as we speak.
Yeah.
I reiterate to the club, while you're here, please give Ed a contract this week, and please send that up the flagpole.
Yeah. All right. All right. So yeah, what can you say? Like Nick, man, just man, we sometimes I feel we just take him for granted. Like we see it every week, and you know, are we arseholes for being critical sometimes? It's like, you know.
No, I mean,
how can you be critical?
It's our own opinions and stuff, and yeah, like I mean, like I think it's always strange because, like, you know, when we do have our opinions, it's like it's not necessarily having a good or bad opinion. I think it's the standards that we speak of. I'll be completely honest when it comes to like Lipinski and stuff. Like, it's not that I think like Lipinski is a bad player, but I think it's the standard that I hold Lipinski to is that, you know, I for a guy that's as talented as what he is, I just don't think it's good enough for him to have anything under 20 disposals. Yeah. And the fact that he had like 19, yes, he did all the other stuff that he did as well, and yes, he also kicked a goal. Like, I sort of gave him a bit of a pass, given he had 19 and 2 goals. I want to say not last game, but the game before. But the fact that he's also, like, I guess, yeah, I guess you give him like a little bit of a pass tonight, but it's like, my thing is that he's very like borderline in terms of what he sort of dishes out, and I just don't think it's like, I think it's completely fine. But hey, I see him as one of the better players in this side, and I want him to perform like one of the better players in this side. So, so as much as it's, and even though I'm not going to say that Lipinski had a bad game, like he didn't have a bad game or was one of our worst, but when you have, you know, it's like, again, it's like when you have Lipinski who's played over 150 games. And he's probably our best wingman as well too. So let's also make that be known. The fact he's our best wingman, he needs to set the standard for the wingers as well. So, and then when it comes to, say, you know, someone like Roan Steele, the expectations is not me saying, oh, Roan Steele's got to get 20 disposals, because he's only played 10 games. Yeah, Zach Butters would be nice. But no, but someone like a Roan Steele, it's like, I'm not expecting, in terms of expectations, you don't expect Roan Steele to get 20 disposals because he's only played 10 games and he's not the main winger in the side, you know? So I think it's, you know, we all have our opinions, but I think the disconnect is more expectations and like how we view, because like I see a lot of people being very positive about Lipper, and that's great, that's fine, like it's awesome. Because, you know, if you're not positive and you're negative, then that can go down a weird path. But like, but yeah, the fact that, you know, I think it's more of a different standard that we sort of have, and I think that's the difference. Where if we say Lipper's not good enough this week, that's not to say he's terrible. It's just people have different expectations, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone want to add on Nick, as we'll go down the stats leaders? All right, for them, Sam Berry got 30. Pendles 29, 29 Aussies for Pendles, mate, off a 5-day break.
Who
He
was
looked-
the guy that said that he was going to have 25 and a goal?
Let me check.
Yeah, did someone put that in the vault?
Oh, you're being a smartass. There you go.
I
Shorty.
gotta show off, Colin was in the chat,
Yeah,
I gotta
there you go.
show my work.
Sean tipped Pendles to get 25 and 1, and he tipped Sidey to kick 2 goals. You would have been praying for Sidey to kick
I
another one.
was. I absolutely was.
Yeah.
Especially when he kicked that first one. I think he kicked in the second quarter from memory. So that whole
Yeah.
second half, I'm thinking it was raining goals and Sidey didn't get any of them. And I'm like, damn, that would make me look like an absolute genius.
Yeah.
I was saying during the game that the last few weeks, Pendles he looked like kind of cumbersome when he was moving, a little bit lame or a little bit heavy footed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And tonight he was as limber as anything and just back to his usual self.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really encouraging because I was starting to worry, that this was just a sign of him, heading over the cliff, and then he comes out and has a game like tonight, and then it makes me question what we've been seeing for a few weeks.
Yeah.
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 On Pendles, it was pretty incredible. He was on, I think it was Rewalt and Hamish McLaughlin post game, and I talking about how we shifted it from a Crows dominance to a pretty good patch in the second quarter, and he was saying how he actually he saw how it was playing out, so he actually coached on the field, and it was amazing how it wasn't half time. It was during a quarter that we changed it. During a quarter, it wasn't after Flyers sprayed them or anything. So that shows how valuable he is, like during a game as that on-field coach. Yeah, so I don't know what he saw, but he was talking about like the backs weren't competing enough, or he changed the kind of square. So yeah, pretty incredible. So having him in there, even at even playing so well, is very valuable on the field. Absolutely, it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
The chat's going off, mate.
Yeah.
There you go. It's the official channel, okay? Because they're very measured. Yeah, there's no. If it was fake, there'd be smart ass comments coming through, mate. So yeah, as I said.
Well, no, because there's actually a thing. If you click the 3 dots in the comments, it says like you can go to their channel, and it goes exactly to the Collingwood page. So.
See, the club's been introduced to milkshakes now.
Oh no! Milkshakes is going to fuck up everything now, mate. after all, he's going to burn the bridge here, mate.
As long as we have the current milkshakes and not the previous milkshakes, we should be all right.
I think we're getting a slight tinge of the previous milkshakes.
Yeah.
And Mick, unfortunately, I've just heard from the club your corporate box has been downgraded to a seat in the Geelong cheer squad.
Oh no! I could taste those scones, man. Oh, mate, how good is a corporate box, mate? Oh, mate, when you getting one of those, mate, and the drinks are just waitresses are bringing drinks to you. Scones are going down. You got fucking jam and sour cream all over your top, because you're just scoffing it down like there's no tomorrow. Come on, person behind that account, get it done, mate. Get us a corporate box, man. I need to feel that again, mate.
Again, I've never had it. I'd love to pop. Oh, no, maybe, I don't know if I should. If I was about to say what I was about to say, but I'm basically a corporate box virgin. So I'd like to.
Yeah. Crownies and prawns, mate.
We just want you to know, we just want the club to know that us fellas are sitting backstage during the games. We started 6 weeks ago. So look after Mick.
Mm.
We got us 6 wins. Now we're going to
Yeah.
keep that going because we think it's got something to do with it, or at least that's what we tell
Yeah.
ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I actually originally thought it was Swaddling because Swaddling's played the last 6 weeks, but he didn't play this week, so it has to be our oh well, that's my train of thought now. Yeah, no, so yeah, with the chats we've been having backstage and stuff during the games and stuff. Yeah, so now that's the only thing that's been 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Because Swaddling was
Mm.
Swaddling was the why am I screwing up my words tonight?
Come on, Shawnee.
I'm crumbling under the pressure, right? Jesus Christ.
You got eyes on you now, Shawnee, mate. You know?
Yeah, no.
This is your moment, man.
Yeah, and I'm absolutely I'm tilling the bed right now.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Isaac Rankin.
Here's your chance, Sean, to make one last-ditch pitch to get Finn back on the list.
Finn McRae. Man. Well, I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't take much to get him back from West Coast. So,
yeah.
God, I don't know.
They got a lot of posies, man. And they, to no avail, mate. Isaac Rankin 25, Miller at 24, but Rankin wasn't effective at all. Like, you know, I don't know, man. I was expecting a lot more from him, and even Miller, man. I was expecting like Zorko type dominance coming out of defence. Nothing, mate. Yeah.
Actually, that's a fair point. Actually, yeah, I've seen some of the post-match interviews. Yeah. There you go. So I guess the club's saying that I'd fit right in. Awesome. You know, if you guys are hiring, maybe I might take a job.
Sean's got a job, mate. Sean works for the club now, mate.
Yeah. No,
we all work for the club now, mate.
I never knew my starter would actually come to my advantage at some point in my life. There you go.
Not a ton of meters gained from the high possession getters at Adelaide.
Yeah. Great pick up Void. It felt like that as well. It felt like they just weren't driving them. Like when they had that brief period of that whole second quarter pretty much, but it just that was really about it. The rest of the game was just a lot of sideways stuff from them. Just like I said, it was just we've won by a fair bit in the end, but it really felt like we could have put them away even more. Like it felt like it could have been a 10-goal plus win, just with how much we dominated that second half. Obviously we just don't have the potency in the forward line anymore. It's workmanlike as we talk about, but like geez, in terms of just the way the game was being played, no surprises that their meters gained and no.
I think you just cut out there, Adrian, in mid-sentence.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah, there you are. That's all right.
I was done.
It was a strange experience, wasn't it? Like the last half of that last quarter, just to sit back content. It's like we've won this, man. Can you believe this? And they're turning the ball over, they're kicking it straight to us. We're kicking junk time goals, Lipinski's kicking it forward and Membry's all on his own. He had time to look around, give us a wave and slam it through. And it was just, we don't get to see that, mate. And against a team that's supposed to be like, one of the big gun teams. It was just a strange experience,
In a couple of weeks in a row now that we've got to sort of sit back and have a cruisy sort of last quarter.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say, didn't we kick? Yeah, we kicked straight today, or tonight. I'm sort of because I want to say there was a report during the week that we've been working on our goal kicking.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm bugging on that or not, but I'm just looking back. Like we've actually been kicking really straight. Like even last week against Carlton, we had 14-6. Because I think we've been doing it for about a month now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brought in
13-11.
Chapman.
So
Nathan Chapman is the kick. It's forget what company he's from. The kicking coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he down at the club now? Nathan Chapman?
Yeah, I think he's from the
Okay.
NFL. I think he comes from the NFL background.
nah, wasn't it the
something.
NRL? Wasn't it
Hold on. Nathan Chapman used to play for fucking Brisbane. Is this a different person?
Jeez. I'm
There
trying
used to be a
think.
Nathan Chapman that used to play for Brisbane.
Matt will pop in the chat. Matt
Yeah.
asked Bergs about him, and Bergs
Yep.
said he's an excellent kicking coach.
Okay. All right.
Matt,
Because,
will probably Matt pops in the chat and explain because
Yep.
Matt obviously asked him, and yeah, he's got some background on him.
So there you go. The last
same.
sorry.
Josh, it's the same person. There you go. Nathan Chapman played for Brisbane just before their three-peat in the early 2000s. I think he missed out on that. And,
Any relation to Paul Chapman?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But there you go. Milkshakes is claiming him. Chappie's friends with my brother. There you go. But so obviously he played footy for Brisbane, but then has he gone into NRL and NFL and maybe instructed them with kicking because those sports do have specialist kicking positions. Yeah, so.
I saw Houston have some turnovers tonight. That was I know he has them every so often, but they stood out a lot more tonight. I wonder why that was.
Yeah.
And then just to go on the kicking straight, the last game we actually we kicked more behinds than we kicked goals was actually against Richmond. We kicked 15 goals, 16. Every other game we've had more goals than points. So so that's basically about a month of pretty much turning around like our goal kicking, because I'm pretty sure we had a few games this season where it wasn't the case, where we had more misses than goals.
Yeah.
Like Port 11-12. I mean, not that it's like by much. That we had to buy around 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got Membry. You know, look, he's kicked well before this game, so you got to cut him some slack, yeah.
Yeah.
But this game he wasn't making the distance from like 45. It's like, come on, dude, man, just make the distance, you know.
Yeah, I don't even know how you read into that, because I mean, obviously it's bad the fact he's not making the distance, but it's also like, you know. But I feel like some of those kicks, if he was to get the distance, he would have kicked them too. So and tonight we kicked 16-12. So. If you're kicking 16-12 every game, that's 108 points. If you're kicking 108 points, you're probably winning, especially when you consider our defense is probably, if it's not the best in the comp, it's pretty close to it. So if you get 108 points every week, I feel like that's when you're probably winning most weeks. So
where are the goals going to come from? Where are the goal? As Kane Corn's going to say, where is their score going to come from?
Yeah.
How are they going to kick more than 70 points?
It's as if we have a forward line of six. It's as if we have a forward line of 6 players and then an extra on a bench. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. We don't have a makeshift forward line. I just wanted to correct that. It's not makeshift. It's makeshift was when Checkers was the tallest player in the forward line.
Yeah.
This is an actual forward line. It's not an A-grade forward line, but it is a bona fide forward line.
Yeah.
We've got 2 talls down there now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the first time we've had 2 talls. This is the first year I can remember we've had 2 actual talls in there for a very long time.
Yeah. And another like almost tall like Membry that so, you know, there's always, you know, there's going to be 1 or 2 that get away and kick multiples, and you know, we just want to see Westy be one of those that gets away pretty soon. What do you make of Westy's game?
It was good.
Fine.
Yeah.
He was busy.
Yeah.
He was involved. What did he have? He probably, I reckon, he had a dozen or so touches just from I haven't looked at his stats.
Yeah, in terms of his efforts, I think a lot has to go into it. The fact that he's only played half a dozen games. So
10 touches.
Yeah, he had 10 touches, but he had some good moments. Like he took some really good contested marks. You know, as a forward, I feel like, you know, any especially casual fan will probably want him to be kicking some goals, and that's probably fair enough to a certain extent. But again, it's one of those things where at the end of the day, if you, in a weird analogy to if these kids are all plants, like you have to water your plants at some point, and the only way you water your plants is by having them play every week. You know, so the games is the water. And if they play, you know, if we can get guys like West to 10 games as quickly as we can, because we know he's got the potential to be a really good player. We just got to keep watering the plant, I guess.
Got a few inside 50s from memory. When the game was hot, he stood up. He didn't buckle. He didn't lose his nerve. He dished off the ball like with a plum when it came to him, and he was involved in a lot of our chains. And he looked completely at home in those chains. And I you know, like he's learning his craft and he'll put it together. He'll put it together eventually, and if you give him enough chances.
And he's not getting intercepted against, and he's not giving away frees, which the guy he replaced, Buller, did 2 weeks in a row almost, so that's a win for us, that's amazing because like he's 6 centimeters shorter than Buller, and so he's just come in for 2 weeks and done a job, mate. You know?
He's a steady hand compared to Buller. Buller looks like kind of like, I don't know, like he needs a minder when he's on the ground. West doesn't look like he needs anyone looking over his shoulder.
Steele side bottom, 23 posies. That's a return, good return from him after he's been our whipping boy for a long time now. Did he do enough tonight to sway you as to like we're blatantly saying drop him, to put a youngster in, do you look at him differently after tonight's game?
I mean, it's one day. It's one game. So this is where, you know, you'll find the positive supporters will sort of come in and sort of disagree because, you know, I feel like once you see one moment, apparently that makes a whole season to some supporters. And to me, it's there's always that saying, you know, on a hot day doesn't make a summer. So you know, just because he's had one game, like almost the you know, like what sidey game did he play that we were sort of like, no, that's a game that we could be proud of. I think it's in with all due respect, I think it's been a while. I can't remember if it's been 4 weeks, 5, 6, 8 weeks, however long it's been. So but I will say this: if this is the game that we get every week, then you sort of go, okay, at least we can sort of hang our hats on something. Like we can get some form of, you know, a liability out of him. Which, but again, you know, but I'm not expecting this performance next week. That's not to say that he can't do it, but again, it's an expectations point from an expectations point of view. So. If he's to perform at a good level, I'm not against it. But it's the reality is that we've got a guy that's hypothetically playing his last year, probably is playing his last year, and you know, at the end of the day, it just comes down to football. We're here to win games. We're here to win flags. We're here to be a part of dynasties. We're here to also probably not be apologetic about it either. Like, you know, and if that means that we've got to set side into the sunset.
Yep.
Actually, just to touch on Matt's comment as well too. I actually was thinking about that at the end of the game, where I'm like, is this the because outside of this game, like Sidey's like form was a bit sort of average going into it, to be kind.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if a Geelong game is that sort of a send-off game that, because is there a better game to pay tribute to someone like Sidey?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, but
yeah. Look, my perfect case scenario for Sidey, gets Geelong, put him in a forward pocket, and if he does decide to retire for that game, hopefully he has a day out, kicks a nice bag of 4 or something, snapping away. When he kicked that goal today, I thought to myself, don't tell me he's moved into the forward line. And it wasn't the case. He obviously just drifted forward and got that snap.
Yeah.
But I thought to myself, please, play him as a forward. But no. But this retirement news for Sidey, is that I'm hearing it in the papers. Has he announced that it's his last year, or do you know?
No. So it's more of I don't know. It's the media believe it's his last year, and they believe that it's been sort of mentioned internally.
Yeah.
But I think really it's just more of a guessing game at the end of the day. So I don't think there's any substance to it. It's a bit of they've heard a whisper. They're assuming it's a bit credible. And they're probably maybe even looking at it as an educated guess. And even if it's not true, could it turn out if we have to use our brains, how much of a chance is this of happening? Because it's high enough.
Yeah.
It's that thing of is it true at the time? Probably not. But is it something where if they write an article and it becomes true at the end of the season? Yeah, it probably could be. So it's so the journalist would get a win, but it's not a win, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So
I think I wonder if the narrower ground suits Sidey.
Yeah.
That's why he sort of he played okay tonight.
Yeah.
He definitely responded. I was giving it to him, sort of speaking to my dad quarter time. I was really really angry, but no, he responded well. But I don't know. What is it? It doesn't change anything, I don't think, in the long run.
No, it doesn't. He still struggles to stick tackles. He still gets caught behind. His attributes now for us are that, look, he's tidy. When he's loose and gets an uncontested mark, he's usually pretty tidy. He'll find someone. But we've seen enough this year to know that Father Time is here, man. And it'll definitely
side, right?
Yeah.
You've got Scooter to come back in.
Yeah.
Someone's going to have to make way. You want to see Swaddling back in. Someone's going to probably have to make way. And there's going to be a bit of selection pressure on.
Oh,
and then next year when you get Neil.
Yeah.
One of those old guys going to have to go. We can't, our age profile will go up way too much if we hold on to them and then add another 33-year-old in.
Yeah. Just want to say good night to Adrian. He's just gone to bed. Thanks for joining us, mate. Follow Adrian's channel. He's doing videos. He does profiles of every Collingwood player. He's starting way back at the start from the 1880s, and he's also doing Test cricket players as well. So give him a follow. All right. Hey, guys, I'm going to introduce Paul. He's backstage. Good day, Paul. Goes by the name of Peter Buckley, but his real name's Paul. How are you, mate?
G'day, everyone. How are we?
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic. Before we go on to the rest of the individuals that played tonight, do you want to just give us your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, mate. We were chatting before the game, and I think it's just continuing. I said it before, no passengers tonight. Like really, we can pick at certain players, but we're not really picking at how they played tonight. It's how they played previous games, like Sidey and things like that. So we had really no passengers tonight, and everyone's just improving bit by bit. We're usually dropping off through July into August and sort of falling apart. And at the moment, we just seem to be incrementally improved. Every player is incrementally, like DC's. I think the start for me, DC was against North when he started jumping into Sherry. Houston's having a crack. IQ's come back well. I'm an IQ fan, but IQ's come back well, and he seemed to attack the ball tonight. Even Josh Dacos is improving. Nick Dacos is kicking better. Probably the only one who's actually gone backwards in the last few weeks is probably Degoe. If anything, he's getting the ball, but he's turning it over.
I know.
But generally across the ground, everyone's and Howe. I thought Howe was amazing. Like him going forward and kicking that goal, and then he just went back, and I feel like he just covered Puncher a lot.
Yes,
he was jumping over the top. He was just there, and he was kind of doing what Darcy Moore used to do at his best, was like looking after the other defenders at times. And I thought Howe really stood up to look after Puncher in that second half. So it was good.
Darcy Cameron, what did he get? What's that? 37? 37 hitouts. Let's see what
I think the other
got.
guy, 39, I think.
All right. Fuck. Killed him in disposals, though. McAndrew only got 9 disposals. And Darcy Cameron got 23, mate. That's midfielder disposals, man. What can you say, man? A lot of us wrote him off, mate. What have we done? But he's, put in a good 3 weeks, of which last night was the best of them. And just touching on what you just said when you just come on now, Paul. So, all right, the mid-season buy comes. All right, obviously, Nick Dacos said it somewhere. Someone said it in the chat. We've talked about tweaking the game plan to make us play more, a more, how would you call it, expressive type of strategy. But also, I wonder if it's also the training loads. Like in the past, we've done a block of training loads at this time of the year, and so we're fresher going into the finals. We seem fresher as well. And that could be, an example could be Sidey and Pendles backing up after a 5-day break and, not losing any of their impact. I wonder if the training loads were high at the start of the season and they've tapered off now and the guys are fresher. Would anyone agree with that?
You think that they've planned from the inverse of last year where we ran out of time?
This is just an observation. I could be totally wrong.
Well, we seem to be peaking at the right time, and the fact that nobody's had 15 weeks to study our game plan or anything like that, like last year. It's worked out. Whether it was planned or not, it's worked out anyway.
Yeah, because I know back in 23 we had we were sort of doing that under Jared Wade with like the training load. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's been the case again. Because we had a bit of success with it. Because the thing is that with these training loads is that as much as it gives you a massive advantage, you also need to, like, you're severely fatigued for, I think it was it about a month? You're like fatigued, but when you overcome that fatigueness, you're then fresh and ready for the back half of the season. So it's a short-term pain for a long-term gain. Obviously, I've got no idea if that is the strategy and stuff. But back in 23, we did something similar. If that means that if we've overcome that hump of the fatigue and stuff, and now we're starting to run our games better. Which I think there is a little bit of truth to that. I feel like we did run out tonight pretty well. Our second half was a lot better than our first half, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And whether we knew that, and we tried to and we even played into that, we tried to play the Storm a bit because we knew we knew Adelaide were gonna come hard with their pressure and stuff, and the fact that we sort of we took it on, and we sort of not went goal for goal, but we just tried to, it's sort of like the boxer in the ring that sort of we didn't throw any punches, but we just made sure when they threw a punch, we didn't we basically didn't get hit. So we just tried to tire them out, and then once they got tired out, that's when we threw our punches.
Yeah.
So I think there was a bit of I think there was some strategies within certain strategies with this game. So if that's what got us the win, then a lot of credit has to go to a lot of departments inside of Collingwood this week, because it worked out really well in our favour.
But do you think that
So you remember Fly over summer?
You were trying to speak before. Sorry.
So no, you're right. I was just going to say, I seem to remember Fly saying a few times over summer and leading in the year, we had to manage our players better through the season, and not just because he was talking about him getting a bit older, but he also, like I said, I felt like they weren't happy with how we managed the players' loads and all that through the back half of last year and even into the finals. So yeah, I think they've, what they're doing, I don't know, but they're definitely doing something. They seem to be, and I know it's pissing a lot of people off, but we're holding our kids back minutes wise, so we don't burn them out as well. And I feel like that's just making sure that they don't hit September cooked. I think we're just trying to manage the older guys with managed games, but also manage the kids with minutes.
Yeah. Look, with the way that we're running our games, I think I still need next week's game against Geelong. I need that for confirmation to know that we've seriously, tonight's game was fucking. It's like tonight's game is like an anomaly to the whole fucking season. Like, this was fucking ridiculous what we just fucking witnessed. And I just want to see confirmation next week to see before I can say, fuck, man, we're fucking good now, yeah? But look, I know that sounds a bit harsh because we've just put in a fucking great performance, but, in reality, it's one game, man, and you see it all the time. Look at Adelaide, mate. They fucking destroyed Sydney last week, and then they put up this fucking putrid performance against us, mate, so you just look, me personally, I'm holding back a bit I'm trying to hold back a bit on the, look, I'm going to celebrate this win, but I want to see confirmation next week, man.
Mick, we're pessimistic Collingwood supporters. We'll beat Geelong, and you'll still say Geelong are playing shit at the moment. I need another win.
The goalposts always move when it comes to us.
We're always tempering our excitement.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to build myself up for a fucking fall. That's why, mate. I just want to try and play it down as much as I can. But we were fucking sensational last night. It's got to be said, mate. Fucking hell. There's one great little stat before I bring it up. Milkshakes has put this in the vault. Nick Dacos, when we watched the Brownlow, not that anyone watches the Brownlow, but I'll tell you what, I reckon we'll be watching it this time because we reckon Nick will finally win it. Nick Dacos, after this game, when they're doing the votes, the round by round votes, it'll seal the deal. He'll be so far ahead of whoever's second that you may as well just give him the Brownlow after this game. That's what Milkshakes is saying. I'm not. That's not my view. I'll tell you what, it is my view as well, mate. Yeah?
3 votes, Darcy Cameron.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
3 votes.
Poor old
3
Darcy.
votes, Lipinski. 2 votes, Darcy
Darcy-
Cameron.
Because you
One
know
vote.
Cameron always rains on his parade.
the umps have the stats for the first time this year to look at after the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he's a shoe-in. He's a shoe-in there. He's getting 35 plus every week.
But it's also the disposal efficiency, though. Like, because, I mean, I can't remember what year it was, but there was a year where he was getting, like, 85. It was, like, one of his, like, down games, it felt like. Like, there were, like, you had games where he was getting, like, 90% efficiency and, like, 30 disposals.
Yeah. He's starting to nail a couple goals now too, a game too.
Yes.
Which usually gets you it turns 2s into 3s.
Yeah. That was a great goal, man, that he scored. Not that it's like the difficulty factor. It was just a great team lifting fucking goal that kind of made us think, fuck, we are on tonight, man. That was just
It rewarded a good tackle too. We often do that great hard work and then fuck it up. So
yeah, I know. I noticed Geordie tossed the coin for this game. He obviously wasn't the captain. I wonder who was the official captain, whether it was Nick or Bruzzy. But they got Geordie to toss the coin because it was 200. And well done, Geordie, on 200, man. Kicked a goal. Did all right. Fucking oath milkshakes. Westy needs to play every fucking game from now on. Mate, he's proved it now, man. Just on last week's performance alone, the 7 marks, 4 contested. He's got to play every fucking week.
I think it's also more to the fact that McStay is playing the ruck role really well, so that then because he can do the ruck role, that takes like because I think Buller was basically getting a game because of the ruck aspect.
Yeah.
So the fact that McStay is now doing the ruck and doing pretty well at times, you know, I think that's helped. So we can go for a genuine forward, not a forward ruck.
Yeah.
Interesting. Sorry.
Go, Pete. No, you go, Peter. Paul.
No, I was just going to say, I reckon McStay probably the last couple of weeks is playing about as close as what he used to play like at Brisbane before we got him. He's contesting up forward and he's doing his bit in the ruck. He's obviously playing with confidence.
Yeah. He should have kicked that goal, though. Fuck, man. You can't miss that, mate. I know it's on an angle, man, but come on, man. I can kick that wearing bloody jeans, mate, and fucking, you know.
I could have kicked it with undies on.
I know, man. He just rushed it, mate. It's like, mate, it's that close to goal, mate. You can step back a little bit more, get your angle a bit better, and just fucking put it through there. But
it missed by further than what he was from the goal.
Yeah, we're nitpicking, mate. We had a great win, and he had a good game too. Yeah, well, 2 fucking McStay's 2 goals, man. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking hell, mate. Are you kidding me, mate? That first one, both of them went in, and like you're watching it and you're thinking, no, he's shanked it. He kicked it. Get fucked.
Well, we were watching the game about 30 seconds ahead of Void, so it was hearing all the cheering.
I heard the cheering. I saw him with the ball on the boundary, and I'm like, how the fuck does he kick it from here before it happened?
Yeah.
And then the second one, because it's also what he did before both goals. He was like, he actually was the play before and how he actually evaded someone and then fucking check-sided it from 45.
Yeah. And then on top of that, Gus's goal as well.
Yeah.
Like, in front of his in his hometown, he would have loved it. That one. Oh, I jumped up off the couch when Gus scored that, mate. Fuck, because that put us in front. That one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right. Going down, Dorset ended up with 22. So we got more posies than Ed, but still 22 for Dorset. So that's low for him, and 7 7 posies after halftime for Dawson. So we started off well. Ed probably wasn't even on him at the start. Ed went on him at halftime and fucking totally nullified him and fucking killed it himself. So there you go, man. There's this one stat I saw in a chat. Look at this one, mate. We did not give away any frees while tackling after halftime. So all our tackles were proper tackles after halftime. There were no highs, there were no holding the mans or anything like that. They were all good tackles. So that's an interesting one.
Positive.
I feel like because the umpires had given away all the frees that they had in the first half, so
yeah,
probably wasn't any left to give out.
I'll put it this way: that first half, the umps were definitely influenced by the crowd. There were 50-50 balls they were just fucking given to Adelaide. Like that Thilthorpe free that against Frampton, there was nothing in that. It's like, what are you doing, mate? You give a free kick when it's fucking bleeding obvious. There was nothing there for you to, stop and think, oh, yeah, that's a free. And you gave them a goal. It's like, fuck me, man. That was, and they obviously looked at it because it was so far ahead for them, the free kicks at halftime. It was ridiculous. It really looked like there was something wrong. And they would have looked at that and thought, oh, shit, well, I think we're fucked up here. And then they gave us a few after that. But, that didn't help out. That wasn't the momentum swing. The umpires helping us after that. It was our own play, mate.
I think in some ways, though, and we were talking about it a little bit before halftime, the fact that they were outplaying us, the umps were going completely against us, and yet we were able to just hang in there and then kick those last couple of goals. Really, that's kind of what changed the game, because the game could have quite easily been over at halftime.
Yeah.
I know we won it in the second half, but I feel like we actually won it in that first half by just hanging in there.
It was gutsy.
Yeah. Before I continue on, I'm just going to quickly go and top up my coffee. All right. If you could, guys, just talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be back in like half a minute. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I thought that. So which goal's the goal of the year? There's two McStays to pick from and one angry goal.
I like the McStay second one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't
Me
just
too.
the kick. There was more to it than just the kick.
Yeah.
I just like that Anderson one. Just the fact it was such a clone of the Checkers goal in the 23 grand final. Like you could literally, like, what's that meme from The Office? Like where she's like holding up the two pictures. It's the same picture. I feel like you could like literally put those two plays in the same, like have pictures of them, and just be it's the same picture and everyone. But it
was amazing.
Yeah.
The only thing is that Anderson, who was on his preferred side, whereas McStay was on the left side. So I don't know if that's a big difference, but I thought like he had a smother before and somehow kept it in and then did a 40-meter banana. Like it was just extraordinary. All of them were amazing. All of them were just incredible.
The first one though with McStay, and I don't know if this is like if this helps it or it doesn't help it. But like he barely got out of a jog. It was like a light jog the whole time he was moving around the ball. And he just seemed to just be a step ahead of everybody. Like that's the thing, because I'm watching the replay as it is right now. I've got a minute to go in the second quarter. How he's lining up for goal. And like when I saw the McStay goal, one of the things I thought was like, this guy's not even like it's not even a jog. It's like a slow jog. Like it's not even like he's not running hard. He's not going full pelt at it. It was just a casual just jog, and the fact he got a goal out of that, and like kind of he obviously didn't beat them for pace, obviously, but just kind of like Pennebury, where he sort of was like he just articulated the whole like play so well, and he just outsmarted them through his feet. Like, I'm not saying it's the better one, but I'm just saying like I think we need to marvel at the fact that like. If he's doing that, in another situation, he's probably not gonna, get that goal sort of thing. So,
But
because he was
I was
so
gonna-
slow when he had that kick, and he did not break. He barely broke into a jog. That's how slow he was.
Who are you talking about?
So the
McStay.
McStay goal, the first
Oh,
one.
okay.
The
Okay.
first one, yeah.
Where he avoided the hip and shoulder and he picked it up as he turned. Like he did not. Like he barely broke into a jog.
When he kicked that goal, I had my eye on that full back for Adelaide. What's his name? Belaise or some shit.
Yeah, but James.
Because
Belaise.
Dylan talked him up like he was the second coming of Jesus Christ last night. Yeah, so I'm thinking this guy's going to be like fucking Glenn Jakovic or something, mate. And after that effort, where he was just like fucking looked like his head in the clouds. McStay just fucking kicked that
Walks
goal.
in
off.
and Bruce on the left, banana.
Mind you, though, the other bloke he said the shit truck, we don't have to worry about him. He takes a huge contested mark and just walks back and puts it through. And
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Don't worry about him. Yeah, he kicked 2 goals.
Guy comes from a sheltered workshop. North Melbourne got rid of him, and he just goes bang. But I was just going to say, of all the goals, though, my favourite goal the whole night was the 4 kids, not one old fart amongst them. West, Harrison, Anderson, and ends up with Allen, and he puts it through against this big Adelaide defence, and the 4 kids all fight and toil and scrap away, and they end up with a goal. It was great.
What a 5 minutes, that Ed Allen special 5 minute little period, man. The poster and then the 2 goals straight after that, man. Oh,
I just saw the McStay second goal.
All right.
Yeah. I'm watching the replay of 15 seconds to go in the second quarter.
When Ed's on the run, he can actually like clear the goals post high, kicking 60 meters.
Yeah,
he's a huge kick.
Now there was a question mark on his disposal early days. Yeah, he seems all right.
No.
He's
Ed
improving.
Allen.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fine now.
Yeah, it's not.
No
it's not
problem
like. Yeah.
What did he go at tonight? What was his efficiency? Seemed pretty good by eye.
Hold on.
I'll find it.
So you do it, Sean. That's above my intelligence.
We went through a phase there, though. Everyone was side. He missed a couple.
Yeah.
DeGoey was missing everything, and then Bo missed a sitter, and it was just like bloody hell.
Yeah.
58%. So
okay, not so good.
I'll tell you what, like that pressure rating that they applied in that, the first quarter and then the first half of the second quarter, that was off the charts. And that's probably unsustainable. Like you can't do that for 4 quarters, obviously. It probably just fucking cooked it after that. They were probably cooked after that. They that 27-point lead that they got after applying probably, the pressure they applied, it was just not good enough,
Yeah.
Good night. Sorry, Anthony.
Good night.
The official Collingwood channel saying good night. Sia, thank you for joining us. And we trust in Fly and Lipper, love him. And
of course.
Houston's an absolute
Houston's
gun.
great as well.
Every player will win the Brownlow and the Coleman and whatever the defenders win as well too, and the Ruckman win.
Get the man his scones.
Yeah, just shoot me a text or an email to let me know where I can pick up the corporate box tickets. Yeah, thank you guys.
That's awesome.
Go, Anthony. Sorry, mate.
That's right. Now, I was saying it was amazing how we absorbed all those entries. Like we should have been down by 8 goals in the end of that quarter, and somehow we were just in the game, and just I couldn't believe how we're still in the game. We performed so well to just absorb their pressure, and then as soon as they they lose it a bit, we just went bang, and it's wonderful.
All right.
He didn't say no, Mick. He didn't say no.
There you go. Well, I'm starting to be optimistic about that.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I still don't believe it's real. I know it is real. But
I know. Me too. Me too. It just seems a bit, But,
I'm just waiting for the spikes, and it's just some random someone's burner.
Yeah. I'm waiting for.
You'll be in a cult soon.
Yeah, I'm waiting for like a message to come out. I've been fucking with you dickhead, or something like that.
It'd be like Theo or something, like your cousin.
You get to the game and there's a table
Taz.
there, Mick's handing out
Taz.
It's something my cousin Taz would get up to, mate. They are.
Mine's gold. What's yours? What's yours, Mick? Yours is white. Silver.
Oh, mate. So who we got here? Josh Worrell. Who cares about him? Isaac Quaynor. Isaac Quaynor, best game of the year for him? Has to be.
Oh,
I can't remember.
I feel like
looked
he has
really
a lot
good.
of 20 disposable games. He went at 80% efficiency, which is a bit low for him. Normally he's around 85, 90. It's definitely one of his better games for sure.
Back to his best tonight, one-on-one intercepts and things. He was doing some stuff that I think our game style's also changing too. So he was hovering, he was defending, higher up the ground as well, like he did in our premiership year.
I'm also curious if, because we're playing more of a positive brand of football, if the anxiety in our players are a bit low, because he was very fumbly for a fair while there, and I'm struggling to remember a moment where he fumbled the ball. So now that we're playing a bit more of the ball's flowing a bit better, we're all positive, moving forward, things like that. It's always such an interesting thing. It's once you do one thing, there's other things that complement it. So because it's not we're not playing such a high defensive, high anxiety type of game, I'm wondering if that's affecting the confidence of someone like a Q in a positive way. Now that we're being more, aggressive, we're taking the game on more. Because again, if you're playing such a defensive game and you're essentially enabling the opposition to kick into your defense, you would imagine that comes with a lot of anxiety, right? So if you're going to have anxiety in your game, you're probably going to fumble every now and then, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that I haven't seen him fumble, and we are playing a bit more of a more fun, and it's more friendly towards the mental health, I guess, in a weird way. It's sort of funny how those things sort of work out in a sense.
Yeah.
But no, he was pretty good tonight. I don't know if it was his best game for the year, but no, very, very proud of his efforts tonight for sure.
Yeah.
I think it was his most flashy game. I think a lot of what Isaac does goes unnoticed because at the end of the day, half his job is to stop usually the opposition's best small player. And, that can happen without him getting much of the ball. But tonight he actually, 20 disposals. I don't know how often he's cracked 20 disposals this year. He did a bit more probably offensive work tonight than what he's done most games this year, on top of just his defensive stuff.
All right, moving on to Geordie. 200 games. We've talked about it. He was absolutely fucking shanking him in that first half. But came good, man. Got involved in a lot of plays that got us those goals in that turnaround. Took a couple of, did some strong things. Love that goal where he in that stoppage, remember that stoppage in the forward line, and it was living in our forward line. It was probably sometime in the third or the fourth, I reckon. Can't remember, but Nick and Geordie were up forward, and they were signalling to each other where to run, and that Geordie using his strength, got the kick out and skunk marked it and kicked the goal. And that was fucking all she wrote after that, mate. Yeah.
He also got a really good handball out for a goal too. I reckon that was one of the late second quarter goals.
Yeah. My favourite player, Lipper, 19 posies. Need I say more? Look, man, in that chaotic part at the start, I was yelling at the TV. I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating here. I reckon there were at least 3 occasions where he either did not apply enough pressure or did not stick a tackle or something like that, and it just pissed me off, man. And look, he was one of the front runners in that comeback. He was, involved and thereabouts. Got involved in some plays that got us goals and kicked 1 goal and probably should have had a second. It was touched on the line. He continues on his better form, but I still have a massive issue with these shirking of contests, man. It really bothers me, man. Look, I'm trying to be nice here, man. But look, it's just the way it is, man. Yeah. What do you say, man? Fuck.
It's a hard one. I think.
Is it just me? Did you guys notice this stuff?
He did on a couple of occasions. Outside of that, I think he was pretty solid.
Yeah.
His kicks inside 50 or 1,000% better than Dan Houston's.
Oh yeah, that kick to Geordie, where he kind of like just laced it out perfectly across goal was just fucking precision, mate. It was elite.
Yeah, he's just got that. I mean, when we're up and everybody's sort of pitching in, he's just that nice little finisher.
Icing.
Yeah.
But I also think, Mick, sometimes we all have it. You have your certain players that you love, and you kind of you see the good, and you kind of turn a blind eye to the bad, and then you have those other ones. Yeah. I'm a bit like it with Sidey, I think, in some ways. I remember the mistakes and I over scrutinise, and I don't necessarily remember some of the good stuff. And I think Paddy's one of yours. If Geordie did it, you wouldn't have known. And I know he doesn't do it every week, so he gets. But if someone else did it, you wouldn't notice it and wouldn't remember it. But because it's him, you put it in the memory bank. So it's just we all have our certain players. We do it. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. And that's okay. It's just if not everybody's cup of tea.
But the one thing about Lipinski, I'll say, is and I don't know if is it the chicken or the egg type thing? When Pat plays well, we play well, or is it when we play well, Pat plays well? But either way, I don't give a fuck. If Pat's playing well, we're playing well. So keep playing well. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah. Thanks for backing me up there, Rick Inc. There you go. These 2 Adelaide players, Hall, Kahan and Neil Bullen, talked up by Dylan last night, but did fuck all, to my eye at least. He mentioned a few fucking players that didn't show much.
Actually,
go Boyd.
I mentioned to Dylan last night that what Cornsey said on that podcast. Adelaide. He thought Adelaide because they were pumping up Adelaide on the podcast with Guinea and Tom Mitchell.
Yeah,
and I usually don't. There's a bit of a grain of salt with what Cornsey usually says, but he said, Adelaide's big weakness. He thinks that they've got elite pressure, but that's all they bring. And if can that be sustained for the rest of the year and into the finals? And that was his one question mark. And I brought that up last night, and I think Dylan probably dismissed it because Corn said it, which is fair enough, I guess, for most opinions. But that's exactly what happened. They couldn't really sustain it past the second quarter.
Yeah, mate. When that pressure was at its peak, are you guys willing to be like me and be an honest person and put your hand up and say, we're fucked?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elias?
Yeah, I thought.
Come on, be honest, guys. He's
Yeah, I
all
thought
thought
we
it,
were-
mate. Yeah. I
I was,
thought
I
we
was losing it. I was losing it backstage. I thought.
have-
Are you able to repeat the question?
There's a little known mathematics equation with betting. So only you have once you fall 31 points or more down, you only have a 5% chance of coming back.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm always big on the 5 goals. As long as we can stay 5 goals and under, I always give us a chance.
And
they
if it's
didn't crack it.
before, and if it's before half time, you got a better chance, obviously. Yeah.
And they didn't crack. They didn't break that 5 goals, and I was
Yeah.
still. And we kicked those last couple. I thought would
Mm.
I would have got worried had it continued the start of that third quarter.
Yeah.
I said to the guys backstage before we kicked the last couple of goals of that second quarter, because we'd held them off and absorbed I said, well, that gives me some hope. Because they really should have been out to an 8-9 goal lead, I reckon, based on how many entries they were getting and everything.
Yeah.
And I reckon that also hurt them a bit. Going in at half time with the half that they had, only a couple goals up.
Yeah. All right. Skunk Membry, 2 goals, continues on his scoreboard hitting form of the last several weeks. And, he's just continuing on. Our forward line in the last 2 weeks, I would say, I like the synergy there with McStay, West, and Membry. You can take one of them off for a rest, or if McStay's chopping out, the other 2 do the job. If we go small, it seems to be working. They're not, smashing into each other or anything. They're getting separation, and we're getting output there. So Tim Membry, mate, fuck the way he's going, mate. He's playing next year, man. And a lot of us were saying earlier in the year, mate. Remember that game he played in the VFL? Couldn't even get a touch in the VFL, mate. And ever since then, he got recalled back into the ones straight after a fucking shit VFL game, and he hasn't done anything wrong, mate.
We fix
Skunk
St Kilda's
Membry.
players. We take St Kilda's players and we fix them.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I work with a couple of St Kilda supporters, and they're telling me, mate, they're like, fuck, mate, Membry never fucking played about 3 or 4 good games in a row. Because I was telling them, I go, fuck it, Skunk's on fire, mate. They're like, you're kidding me, because they're not watching our games. And, and they're saying, mate, he would play maybe 2 good games and then go missing for fucking 3 weeks and then play 2 good games. And I'm trying to explain to him, mate, he's put in fucking 4 or 5 decent games in a row for us, mate,
His work rate never felt this good at St Kilda. Like since he's been at Collingwood, especially, even when he wasn't hitting the scoreboard earlier in the year, he's got huge work rate and and a lot of pressure acts.
Yeah.
And I just think
Elliott.
Yeah, that's how he's playing at the moment. He's playing like,
I was about to say that, yeah.
But also no Elliott. Are we looking for him a bit more, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. Elliott comes out, and then all of a sudden, like before, I reckon when we're going forward, we'll probably Elliott conscious, kick it to Jamie, mate. And now he's not there, and Membry's more than adequate, as an
and I felt
option.
like we often kicked it to Elliott when he wasn't the best option.
Yeah.
Especially when he had a bigger bloke on him sometimes, and we'd just kick it up thinking he's going to outmark someone a foot taller all the time.
And we do the same with Schultz as well.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. There you go. Rick Inc. When Elliott and Shooter play, he has to play a lot wider and high up the ground. Now he can play deeper inside 50. Yeah. There you go.
Is that in regards to Membry?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. That's pretty spot on, I reckon. I'll tell you what, interesting to see how we fit Shooter back into this, because I liked Harrison's, the way he's been linking up as well. Pezza was okay. Pezza is Pezza, mate, heart and soul. I think he got pinged early or something, but that's all right. He's heart and soul, mate. Does jobs for us every week. Crisp looked busy. Yeah, he was thereabouts. Didn't set the house on fire, but did his job. I'm surprised. I thought on the eye, I thought Ed Allen broke the 20 mark, but he only got 17. But
look at his meters gained. His meters gained are up there with the 30 or 35 disposal game.
Okay.
Look at that.
So what's good meters gained? How do I work this out? Like, if you're getting 17 posies and you're gaining 487, that's like a lot? Yeah, that's like a great.
Well, it depends. If you're an extractor, you're not going to get lots of meters gained because you're just handballing it out. It's really it's a good stat if it's a stat that's reserved for people that are taking territory, either running or kicking.
But it's also good to combine it with maybe a 70% disposal efficiency as well.
Yeah. You got 500
for him. Yeah. That's the only thing standing between him being an elite player and a very good player is going to be his disposal efficiency if he can just keep building on it.
Yeah. All right. We've talked enough about Ed Allen. He's just growing and growing every week, and mate, we just got to sign this kid up, man. Nothing more needs to be said. It's just fucking get that contract out for him, man. And if it means you got to throw on a couple 100,000, just do it, man. He's young enough. His ceiling, he's nowhere near it, mate. He's nowhere near it, man. All right. Tex Walker kicked his 700th goal early. Looked like he was going to blow the game apart, but interesting with Tex Walker. Go, Sean.
I was just about to say, it's kind of. I mean, it's a different player I'll speak about, but I'm kind of glad that Puncher had this experience. Because it's kind of good. Like, I don't know, because it's not that you don't want a player to perform, but the fact that he had the moment, because the moment's going to be like inevitable. You're playing AFL, you're playing the best against the best. But the fact that he had that moment where Tex kicked his what was it, 700 goals or whichever it was. The fact that he had that, and then he had to then have the moment of, okay, now he's kicked his 700, now he's like got all this confidence. The fact that he took all that on board, and he only kicked 2 goals for the night. For a guy that's played, I don't know how many games he's got. Let's just say 3 games.
He kicked 3. He kicked
3. But that's the thing. If you were to say we had a 3-gamer, he's going to play on Tex. Tex kicks 3. Are we not like that's And then obviously at one point, there was at times where we were probably thinking, "Fuck, like Tex is going to kick a bag here, or maybe like a bag plus." So the fact that he was going through those emotions, those moments, the fact that he actually pulled through, only kicked 3. When easily Tex could have kicked 5, 6, or even more than 6. The fact that he had that experience as a player, I think, will only make him better for the long run, because he's going to have those moments. So I think the quicker he has them, because I believe he's ready now. He's 24, 23 maybe. So like he's not like a kid. He's not. I guess he's developing to a certain extent, but he's a man at this point, right? He's not some kid that we're trying to. Here you go, he's a footy, and they're seeing the footy for the first time, right? But I'm just really glad that he got that experience, because I think that's only going to give him a bit of confidence going forward. And It would have been awesome if he kicked 1 or 2, but 3. Because I think Crows supporters would even, find a way to take a positive out of it. The fact he kicked 3, but God, he's only a 3 gamer, and if he's doing that to Tex,
well, he kicked all 3 was that all in the first half?
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah.
And not just that, and you're right, Eugene, because Puncher's probably going to have to play on Logan Morris and maybe Mitch Lewis going forward. So this is a good experience for him.
I wonder if he gets Shannon Neal next week.
No, that'd be Billy. No? He'll probably get he won't get Cameron. He might get Polkinghorne. Who's the young they got? Probably get Polkinghorne. I don't know how tall Polkinghorne is, but I'd imagine Polkinghorne's more of a centre half forward, and he'll probably take that.
Be careful. You might summon Lucas from his down out of the clouds and rant about Geelong for 25 minutes.
Yeah. He's probably had a punch on with his mum, so the cops are probably there. Considering he's a Collingwood supporter now, he would have been giving it to us. So
he would have been barracking for Collingwood in our backstage thing, and I said, "Swims, can your mum hear you?"
Yeah, we can literally hear her in the background at one point too, and she was literally on the other side of the fucking house. We're watching it from 2 separate TVs on each side of the house, and we could literally hear her in the background. That's how loud she was.
You know what's funny? He obviously started the Geelong Zone channel with his mate Kiri, and hey Kiri, let's start up a Geelong channel, yeah. And Kiri's like a guy that doesn't stay up at late, so he looks after it during the day, and Lucas looks after it at night. And it's just been besieged by Collingwood supporters, and Kiri's probably losing his shit. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, mate, at night?
We ambushed their Monday night, their Monday show the other day.
Oh, sorry, I heard it. Yeah, you were playing the theme song and everything while he fell asleep. Yeah. Oh, mate, we love you, Lucas. All right. Dan McStay, we've talked about it. He's never kicked 2 goals like that in his whole fucking career. He did 2 of them in one game. Unbelievable. We got to hand it to Dan. He's had a great year, man. And who is it that keeps reminding me? Is it you, Void, that he's going to kick 50? What did you say, 40?
I think I said 40 at the start of the season. Yeah, he'll get there, I think.
Yeah, mate, he'll get there at a canter, mate. Looks like it. Bruzzy, 16 posies. Had a funny game coming on and off. Mate, he's been banged up this year, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But if he's strong enough to chair off, 95 kilos, Geordie at the end of the game, I think he'll be right for next week.
You could afford to miss next week. Like if he's going to miss a game, it's probably next week's probably not a bad one to miss because West Coast has some tall players, even though they're a bottom side. I think Geelong's forward line is a little bit undermanned. I mean, they've got a young guy in there now, and we need him all. We need him cherry right at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So he could probably miss the next 2.
Yeah, you never know, mate. Get him nice and cherry ripe, mate, for those 2 big games, the last 2, mate. Yeah. All right. Continuing on, Saligo scored a goal. Fucking celebrate. No, he didn't. Who was it that scored that fucking goal? They celebrated it. Looked to the crowd. Rochelle, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Take it easy, mate. Fuck it out. Fuck these people, man. I still can't get over last week, mate. Cripper fucking dives, blatant dive that would make a fucking Brazilian fucking soccer player fucking be proud, and then fucking flexes after he kicks the goal after it, mate. Seriously,
Did you see that
cannot
meme
wait.
where they put a Superman cape on him
Yeah.
in that vision?
Yeah.
And they did him in the shooting star meme as well.
Yeah. And he rightfully got fined, and I cannot wait to encounter Rocco the next time I talk to Rocco. So
haven't you seen that? No, he apparently he got off, so he ain't paying shit.
Well, he didn't get the fine, but he has to live with the disgrace.
Yeah. And when I talk to Rocco again, I'll just tell him, mate, that's your captain. That's what your captain resorts to. Blatant fucking staging, because that's just ridiculous, mate. That's not a captain's thing to do, and you're proud of that, Rocco. I'll say. Can't wait.
I'm just laughing at the stat that I just saw. But how did Peatley get minus 10 meters gained?
Peatley minus 10.
Did he kick backwards or something?
He's probably one of those players that always kicks backwards and it just accumulated. Yeah.
That's a talent.
Yeah. Jezza Howe. Great performance today, playing back and forward. One more year, mate. He's done enough, mate. Hopefully he doesn't get any long-term injuries going into the latter half of the year, but he's really stepped up this year, man. A lot of us were, some of us were writing him off, saying, fuck, he's finished. But, mate, going by these performances, mate, I remember last year, mate, we had to rest him every 3 games. He's backing him up. He's only had that one rest, I think. And I loved it when he went forward, man. And he kicked, and straight away he took a fucking mark and kicked a goal. How good was that, man? Yeah. You know what I'd love to see from Howie? I'd love to see us recruit some sort of backman like a Butts or something. Probably not going to happen. That kind of takes over his role in the back line, and then Howie just cameos as a forward next year, and gives us a there you go. Yeah, there you go. With Puncher, with the this emergence of Puncher, you never know what can happen.
It'll give him the cover that he used to have, at least, back in the Murphy era.
Yeah.
Puncher's literally Murphy. Like, he's literally Murphy with a bit of Maxwell.
Yeah. We'll talk about Puncher when we get to him. But Josh, low possession count for Josh. But what do you say? Yeah, he was all right, but low possession count.
Using it better.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
he's using it better.
Yeah,
and more damaging.
Do we consider that a good thing? The fact that he got the game out, but like, I'm very much of the belief he wasn't 100% tonight. But the fact that he had 15 disposals, 93% efficiency. You can't say necessarily what he did was bad, but I'm just wondering, is this something where it's like, would you rather this or someone from the VFL to perform and take the gamble on that? I guess the club obviously would rather take the gamble on a 80% Josh Dacos or whatever to do that, but I don't know, I guess that's the discussion. Like, are we okay the fact that Josh, and I guess maybe we got to make it as a bit of a hypothetical, because he wasn't 100. It was claimed that he was struggling at training this week. Yeah. Do we consider this a good move? The fact that we got that game into Josh Dacos, and or do we see it as a bit of a bad thing? And it could have been X player could have like debuted. Or could have played ahead of him while Josh sort of rests, because again, it obviously worked tonight and it worked great, especially given that it was such a must-win game. I don't know, because I feel like if we were to lose the Crows game, I feel like he'd probably be the first one in the crosshairs that we'd probably be targeting because of the narrative that he wasn't 100% going into this week.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. He was under a cloud. They probably could have rested him, but they probably thought we're going to need him, and they just played him. And he was down on numbers, but obviously he didn't look injured, but yeah.
Mm.
Good day, Kynan in the chat. Aussie gamer Kynan. Haven't seen you for ages, mate. You're a South Australian boy. You
There you go.
You would have loved that, mate. Seeing us fucking get the chocolates, mate, in your hometown there. Miss you, buddy. All right. I had a strange exchange with Anthony when I went on. He's telling me Long played well. Now 13 posies. I don't know, man. You played well last week.
Kind of similar with like Houston. I feel like he had a similar, not obviously similar performance because they're different players, different roles, but the vibes are similar to Houston. Had some great moments, but like let's not make moments, or let's not make a good moment and a good game the same thing.
He was just a toiler. He was a toiler tonight.
Yeah.
He pitched in a little bit, but if there's a squeeze, he's probably going to be the first to be shaken loose.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not the first, but among a group of maybe three.
Well, it should be the first.
Yeah.
And especially if you're talking mids and stuff like.
Yeah. All right.
I still think as the game gets tougher, Ned potentially starts to look better too, though.
In September, I think he will. I think when he gets to September, he will. Yeah.
That's what I mean. So I think and don't get me wrong, some of the big, really good players can make him look stupid at times, but I think against Brisbane and Hawthorn, we kind of have to test him just to see how he's going to go at the pointy end.
Yeah. Fucking oath, Kynan. That Anderson goal was fucking insane. What about your boy McStay? He's 2 goals, mate. Fucking some great goals. Dan Houston, very low numbers, 13 posies, mate. His one highlight was that tackle that led to Nick's goal. But apart from that, it was a typical Houston game that makes us fucking pull our hair out. And man, just that kicking, man. Fuck. He turned it over a couple of times, like even going inside 50, mate. I don't know, man. Just long bombs to fucking no man's land. I don't know what to say.
53% or something, which is pretty inexcusable, really. That's his bread and butter. That's his bread and butter.
Yeah. Especially with Anderson, I'll say this again: like the fact that you can literally have the Anderson goal tonight and the Checkers goal in the 23 grand final. You put a picture up of both of them, and people, you wouldn't be surprised if people confuse them as the same thing or the same picture. Kind of like that Office meme.
Yeah. Look, Josh, I understand Houston's tackle changed the game, but that tackle was there to be executed, and it was what was expected of any player in the position that Houston was in. When there's a player right there, that isn't aware of what's going on behind him, you're going to tackle. Any player in the AFL would have been expected to execute that tackle. So that was just a standard thing that was required that he did, yeah? It's not like it was only because Houston was there that the tackle was made,
Actually, I'll put this to Josh. If Josh can name me 5 to 6 moments that Houston had that changed the game, then I'll be impressed because Houston was not that good tonight. Yes, I'm very grateful for that tackle, and yes, that moment of that tackle was amazing and great and well done. Credit where it's due. But outside of his 5 tackles, he really did not impact the game tonight.
I'll put it this way:
when he put on that
Lipper would have made that tackle.
I laughed really hard because I couldn't believe he did it. Like, that's bad. That's bad when it's like, I can't believe he had that in him.
Mate, Stephen Patterson would have made that tackle.
Yeah. Just obviously going off of Milchek's comments, which is pretty much what I said as well, and also to retouch on what I said, I think at the start of the stream as well too. It's sort of where we need to, like, we like our players at this footy club. Like, that's an obvious. It's like something that doesn't even really need to be said. But I think it's more the standards that we have for certain players. If you're giving Houston like a tick for tonight because he had a good game, like, I mean, at the end of the day, you have your opinions, sure, like that's your opinions and stuff. But like, we need to. There's so many factors that you need to take into place, like the fact that Houston should be, because he came in at a high price. The price was very deserving. He came in as a 2-time All-Australian back-to-back. Going into playing with us, like, he should be a top end player and should be taking games apart. Like, he should be finishing top 5 in our best and fairest every single year. At least in these first couple of years. It's just, again, like, I can sit here and I can say, yeah, well done on the tackle, but and the fact that he also had 5 tackles, I can appreciate that. But for a guy that is paid as much as he is, we got so much draft capital to get him in. And it's not even that. Like, I feel like he is capable. The fact that he's been All-Australian twice shows that he has this ability. Like I don't know. It kind of feels like I'm a bit of a broken record in this, but like, when it comes to the standards of these players, at least like for me, I feel like I'm not setting unrealistic expectations on these certain players, especially when these players have achieved high heights. I believe it's Houston 30. I don't believe he's 30 yet. So it's not like he's getting too old. It's not like he's, it's not like it's not like he's had a ton of injuries either. Like, I think for, you got to have the right expectations for the right players, because if someone, I'm trying to think, like, if a Jacob Bryant had a game like what he had tonight, you'd maybe probably call it a pass, because that's the standard that we have for Jacob Bryant, because he'd only be playing his second game. But for someone like Houston, we can't give Houston a tick for that. Like, we just can't. And that's basically what I'm like trying to get across, because we need to set the right expectations and understand that there's a massive difference between, I don't know how many games Houston has played, 150, 200 games. That's obviously one level of standard compared to, say, hypothetically, a Jacob Bryant who's a second gamer. The fact if we're to give someone like Houston a tick tonight, I just think that'd be a massive oversight. And Houston just, as I said, I'm so thankful we had that tackle that got that, that made that crucial play. And I'm also very grateful we had 5 tackles, because he hasn't had that in the past. So I don't know if you see that as an improvement, but the fact he had 13 disposals, I think he went at 53, 52% efficiency. That's just not good enough for his skills and standards. Yeah. If you're not sitting there and saying he needs to be better, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
it's like he's overcompensating. It's like he's overcompensated. Now he's trying to learn how to defend, and now his kicking's turned to shit because he doesn't seem to be able to do both. Seems like he's very one-dimensional as a player. He's either attacking or only defending, or trying to only defend.
Yeah. All right, on to Gus Anderson. I liked Gus Anderson's game. When that ball was bobbling about, our forward line, he was always there, applying pressure, trying to get the handball out to someone, and he was involved in some score involvements there. And he's another one that I don't want to see dropped again, man. He just provides too many attributes, whether it be hard at it at the ball, scoreboard, impact. He's got weapons, and just keep him in there. What was his time on ground? Let me check.
Just to touch on Josh's comments. I mean, it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it's Jacob Ryan, doesn't matter if it's TJ, even Will Parker for that matter. The fact that it's we got to set the right expectations. Like those guys aren't on the same level as Houston. So to say that Houston, again, I'm just not gonna accept a performance from a guy that's a 2-time All-Australian. Whether he's 150 or 200 games, I'm just not accepting that performance as a tick or as a. He had a couple moments where he did us proud, but if we're going to say we were proud the whole game, then I just don't agree with that narrative.
You're also paying a higher price because you think you like when Hawthorn spend big on a player like a defender or from like whether it's Battle or whether it's Barak, they slot straight in and they instantly have impact, and that's what you expect when you spend big on an established player from another club. You don't think that they should have too many teething issues like this, not for this long.
It was a bit like the Carlton guy talking about Chera. You do. When you give up a certain amount, then suddenly there's an expectation that comes with it. But in saying that, I don't think any of us are saying he should be. I'm not. I don't think he should be dropped. He's not getting dropped. He's playing in our team for the rest of the year. So we're going into the finals with him. We're just for us to get better. He's one of the players that we want to see continued improvement towards the end of the year because. Some of the guys are given about the most. They're probably already towards the top end of their capacity, whereas he's the one where there's still improvement left.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it more just from an expectations point of view. Like, it's as I said, it would be fine. So hypothetically, and I'm not saying it's like, we got to swap these guys out or swap Houston out for a Ryan or a TJ. But again, it's the thing of like if someone like a TJ and a Ryan are in there. Then your expectations have to be a bit low, just because they're only playing like their second or third game. Where if you're playing Houston, who's playing, I think he's at 200 games. If you're a 200 gamer, then like your standards need to be better. They need to be higher, and it's like I was saying earlier in the stream. Like one hot day does not make a summer. So one moment doesn't make a good game.
Yeah. All right. Enough of Dan. And we've spoken about Gus as well. Bo McCreary, did he back up his heroics of last week in this game? He seemed a lot more lively. He still went missing a bit, but still looked really fucking, dangerous when he had the ball. And he did some good things. Did a couple of bad things, but
Passed the eye test, aside from a few shit kicks.
A couple of shots, but
it didn't.
He's getting back to his old self.
Yeah, he wasn't better than last week, but he was better than the previous weeks leading up to that. If that makes any sense.
I can't remember his goal. He kicked the goal. I can't remember it.
That's the thing. Yeah, I'm trying to remember his game and stuff. Like,
what was his goal like? Do you guys remember?
It wasn't a shot like that.
I think it was a snap. Yeah.
Why can't we remember it? Did it happen did it take place in the fucking Twilight Zone?
He definitely kicked one. There were so many great goals. That's why.
Unless I'm thinking of like a Degoe goal, and it was like maybe Bo instead.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
He did, mate. He's in the fourth from about 40 metres out. That's what Josh is saying.
I love how Josh is.
Can you give me like a time?
Moving
Can you give me like a time thing?
Yeah.
Like how long was there to go?
Yeah.
Right, I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, it is a Twilight Zone thing, mate.
Maybe it's
I
just
don't
one of those
know.
ones I was having a conversation with somebody and like
Yeah.
maybe it's like sometimes you just sort of like zone out a bit.
We're zoning out because we're all bamboozled. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? We're fucking belting fucking Adelaide in Adelaide.
7 minutes ago. Okay.
Is this happening? You know?
He is harder to spot these days with, now that he doesn't have the long hair.
Yeah.
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 You know who
He
I
looks-
think he is sometimes now? I think he's fucking Skunk from behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he kind of
Most
looks
of
like
the same
Skunk, and he
Degoe
kind of
and
looks like Degoe as well. And
Yeah.
I feel like during the games, if I see him in the middle, I think he's Degoe. If I see him forward, I think he's Membry.
What's funny, I said before that Skunk had 3 goals and he only got 2. Maybe I thought
Yeah.
I thought that
Yeah.
was one of those.
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it was a snap. That's right. Yeah, the snap that all right, let me get the play up. Yeah, McStay had it, hand passed over the top, and you had like Anderson kind of there, and then Bo got it to his right and snapped it on his right foot. And
Okay.
he did about 40 out. Yeah, okay, now I remember. Yeah, fuck Jesus. I
Yeah.
completely blocked that out of my mind.
Yeah. Because the goals were just coming, and
Yeah.
it just got lost in the maelstrom of all these fucking goals. And all of
Yeah,
us
it
are like
was-
thinking, all our birthdays and Christmases are coming at once, and we're thinking, fuck, what's going on here, mate? You know?
Yeah, it was 6 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
All right.
Because now that I've seen it, now I go, yep. Now I know exactly what that goal was. It's weird how you can just block shit out of your head.
Yeah. All right. Phil Thorpe, 3 goals. James Boulais. Sorry, Dylan, not the second coming of Jesus Christ. More like a false prophet. Charlie West competed very well. Has put in 2 good shifts last week, albeit was better. But looks like he's looking like he belongs now. And just like Gus, in my opinion, keep him in this team for as long as possible. Even if he has a quiet one against Geelong, keep him in there, man. He's good for structure, takes contested marks, gets involved. Leave him in there, Fly. Collingwood Magpies official channel from the Chronicles. Keep Westy in there, mate. Billy Frampton. I'll tell you what, I'm fucking pissed off because he's had a fantastic fucking season, but the last 3 weeks, his opposite numbers, they've kicked fucking goals on him, and it's really hasn't really been his fault. It's either been fucking shit umpiring or, just unlucky. But he's still intercepting. Like, he took a really important intercept when the game was still hot early in that last. Yeah. Mate, I'll tell you what. The Collingwood Magpies official channel's loving us, mate. Still listening to this, mate. Not going to lie, we just jumped back on and heard this. What was that, Void?
Oh, that entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
How many people are still listening? Oh, well, you got some. Yeah, okay. Fair few people.
There's still 40. There's still 40 odd people. Yeah.
Yeah, we just won the grand final, of course. They're on.
40 people.
Yeah.
4 of them are awake.
Oh, mate. Thank you. They love our work is loved. Love your work too, mate. Still waiting on that corporate box.
It's been a hot 20 minutes.
Imagine that, man. Imagine I get corporate box tickets, mate. Like,
He said before in the chat, or whoever it was, they in the chat said they've never been to a corporate box either.
Yeah, I'm Collingwood Magpies person. I'm going to keep talking about that until I get it, mate. And then when I get it, all of us will be there, mate.
They're toiling away late at night, working on Sky's presser and doing whatever else they're having to edit and get ready for the.
A few Adelaide players don't want to talk about them, but Harvey Harrison, only the 7 posies, but I like what he's doing, mate. He just needs to get more of it,
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, though, if Shooter comes back in, it's probably looking like he's the one that'll get dropped. Do you guys agree?
It's funny. I was just thinking. I think there's 2 in. Like at the moment, we're probably not far off. Our best side. And Shooter's definitely in, maybe, and Swaddling. So and it's probably out of, at the moment, I'd say it's down to 3 players: Harrison, Angus, Anderson, and maybe Long are probably the 3. Oh, and Sidey. I'd probably say the 4, maybe.
Not a bad problem to have.
Oh no, I agree.
But Harvey's, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty lenient on him because I do think he plays a pretty important role, and he's got the leg speed.
Yeah. It's nice when we get out of defence and you see Harvey Harrison get it around the wing, and he's got a nice bit of speed about him, and he links up well. You know, he always seems to do the right thing. So.
Yeah, and he's also got a bit of a Hoskin Elliott sort of vibe to him as well too, where it's not even like a talent, or I don't know, maybe it can be a talent, but like he just seems to be right place, right time. A perfect example was, I think it was in 2024 or 2024. We played North Melbourne, and I want to say he was a Hoskin Elliott kicked it out of the back line.
Yeah,
and he ended up finding like Harrison, and it was the biggest, like, out of his, it was just a kick that he just kicked out of his ass sort of thing, and it was like the most ugliest punt you've ever seen in your life. And it just so happened, it just happened to hit Harrison on the chest.
Yeah.
And then there's the tap on against Carlton, whenever that would have been probably 24 as well, when he tapped it on to Nick, like. He's just like, I've always thought of him as like a Shane Edwards. Shane Edwards used to do that a lot at Richmond.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just a Fly thing that, that's why, Fly maybe sees a lot of talent in him because he sees Shane Edwards, which would make sense given that he was from Richmond. But no, there's just a lot of things that you don't see on the stat sheet, but God, they're important when you figure it out. So I've got a lot of time and I've got a lot of patience for someone like Harrison. And also as well too, that's the other thing as well, is that when you get games into these guys, if you're trying to water the plant, the only way you get water is by playing them and, by giving them games. They're only going to get better the more they play. So as much as he probably is potentially on the chopping block once Schultz is, ready to come back, even like Hayes is stiff to even miss. I know, Matt even said in the comments, like, that's sort of one where he's been a bit of a, forgotten hero a bit, for the few games he played. Like it felt like at one point he was like our best small coming forward.
Well, he probably is.
I like Hayes. I don't know if he is slipping away though, for him to get back in and make an impact.
Look, we know with Hayes, like even when he got picked to play in the ones earlier in the year, it wasn't on the back of him dominating in the VFL. Yeah, he just got picked, and a lot of us were a bit surprised, thinking, all right, he hasn't lit the house on fire in the resis, but he just come in and he did his job. Yeah,
but also as well, Mick, you want to know who did the same thing when he debuted?
Who?
Harrison. Harrison wasn't doing much in the VFL either, but his running patterns and the way he would get from contest to contest. Because I remember Josh Fraser when he was coaching our VFL. I can't remember the exact quote. I'll be misquoting here, but he says something to the effect of like, if you like, if you've been down to the VFL and you've watched him play and you've seen his running patterns, then you wouldn't be questioning why he's in the side.
Yeah.
Or something to that effect. So the fact that Fraser rated him pretty highly. And he was never a high, even in 24, he was never a high disposal getter. Whether that's because he was a kid and hadn't got a tank yet and all that stuff. But he's a bit of a he has that Hoskin Elliott sort of like trait where he just seems to be right place, right time. And those sort of like skills, they're really rare in like footballers. Anytime you talk about defenders when they're like interceptors like need to have that skill. That's why you see like a Jeremy Govan from West Coast. I know he's retired now, but he just had a knack every time. Like you kick it into the defense, he would always be there for that kick.
I like that the side's getting settled coming into September, and now we're only really making
tweaking,
little one change here or there. That's what we need to.
I don't mind Harvey holding his spot. I think Harvey, Harrison, and Bo.
Laughing at this.
I need to ask them, how old is this guy?
You don't know Jimi Hendrix? You don't know Jimi Hendrix?
But
I mean, to be fair,
surely his nickname is not Pretzel.
I mean, that's the thing. Even for me, I don't know who Jimi Hendrix is, but I know of the song though.
But going back to Harvey, I think him and Bo, if he can get his stats up to like just a bit like Bo, a dozen kicks and maybe 5 to 7 tackles. But Harrison and Bo doing their job further up the ground means we can leave Schultz closer to goal. And Schultz is averaging, 3 to 4 shots on goal when he's playing just within that 30-meter mark. So if they can get, 1 to 2 each, and Schultz keeps kicking his 3, 2, 4, 6, 7 goals between the 3 of them, you take that every day of the week.
Yeah. All right. Another Dylan tip that didn't come true was Finbar. He's probably right. This Finbar is a spud, but he kicked the fucking goal, and he said he wasn't going to do shit. But that's all good. Puncher, we've talked about Puncher.
It's always the tools, though, right? I feel like any tool that's a spud, we seem to turn them into like really good players. I mean, Tyron Vickery was probably a really good example of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's like others, like even like in the 18 grand final, a few of the ruckmen, we sort of made them into prime key forwards as well.
Yeah.
God, what's his name? Was it Sinclair? Was Sinclair playing 18? I'm going blank on him now, but there's definitely some tall guys.
Who? Ben Sinclair. He was short.
No.
Callum.
No, the rock. Yeah.
Sydney.
Callum Sinclair. Yeah, he was at Sydney. Yeah. Went to West Coast. Or was it Sinclair? Or maybe it was somebody else.
Vardy.
Vardy was there for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, we for some reason we love to turn key positions into superstars overnight if they play us. So
I remember we made Ty Zantuck at Richmond look like a superstar one game.
Oh yeah, I'll go back to for some reason back in the '90s. Back in the '90s, fucking Melbourne used to have a player. Every time we played him, he'd kick a bag of five, some unknown. First it was Darren Cuthbertson, and then it was Brent Heaver. It's kind of like, mate, their only claim to fame is kicking five against us, mate. You know, and it happens a lot, mate. You got that, what's his name, Voss from Freo did it against us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll be, telling yarns around the barbecue. Yeah, that day I kicked five at the G against the Pies. Yeah,
I remember Jakovic at Melbourne giving us a bath and running along the fence, taking high fives.
Yeah. Mate. All right, we've gone through everything. Just quietly, I am absolutely spent. I'm going to need a micro sleep before I start my shift at 5 a.m. I'd like to go all the way through, but I'm actually struggling. And I just want to have a power nap, mate. Thank you, everyone, for. I'm absolutely stoked that there's 50 people still in. Every single one of us, smash a like, mate. Give me some like. I want to be liked. Thanks everyone for joining me. Do you guys want to add anything before I finish up?
Only just the fact that obviously tonight was an awesome win. Probably our best win for the year. So let's make sure we celebrate that this week. Obviously we've got a whole footy week ahead of us, so we can now sit back, relax. The anxiety can go away for at least a few more days.
Yeah.
And let's be ready for Geelong next week. And
I've actually got a special avatar coming because my picture that's just got the face at the moment, just under it has here kitty just under it.
All right. Yeah. All right. It's going to be an eventful pre-game show with Lucas this next Wednesday. Can't wait for it. Hopefully we'll get a couple more Geelong supporters. I'll work with a couple of them. And it'll be a banter festival. Just want to
tune into Fireball tomorrow and flood the comments.
Yeah. Can I I'm working tomorrow, so I won't be able to do the watch along. Just to let Maddie know, Warble, if you want to, Shawnee, I'm not sure what you guys are doing, but I won't be able to do that. So the next time I'll be doing a stream, will be next Wednesday night at 8:45 for the pre-game. And we'll get a few Geelong supporters in and we'll banter away and we'll get the Cats at another Thursday night game. Should be good. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. And thanks to the guys on the panel, legends as usual. Don't know what more I can add. Can the Pies. That's it. No worries, fellas.
Right.
Can the Pies. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys, and I'll catch you later.
Go Pies.
Ending the stream.
All the other results go our way.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, everyone. See you later.